Hey, we're live.
And we are live again, singing Bye Bye Miss American Pie, driving Chevys to the levees, because we're drinking whiskey and rye.
This is we're drinking rye whiskey.
Well, we're drinking rye.
Anywho, welcome on into another Monday night stream with the Whiskey Crusaders, because William is not doing his job. He's Will, I'm Sarah, and that's Matt.
Hello.
And we are drinking the rye whiskeys tonight. Thanks, Matt. The only thing I like about this is that they are cask strength.
That's true. Well, yesterday we were doing the reviews. We borrowed from our buddy Brian at pitfacebarbecue.com his Barrel Strength Old Forester Rye. He was lucky enough to get a hold of, so the review that'll be out in about a week or so.
Nice.
Hey, Spencer and our buddy Sam. If you haven't checked out Sam's channel, click on his channel as well. All righty. So he said, I'd like to compare some ryes. Well, Cask Strength Ryes, of course. So I picked out, I had like 25 out earlier. I'm like, this is insane. Hey, Cheech, how's it going? Check out Cheech's channel of Whiskey Encore as well. And I was like, yeah, we can't do 25 tonight. That is not a good choice. This is a bad decision. So I cut it down to 13. Oh, speaking of, okay, chill out, kid. Pull out the rest of your sample of your Barrel Strength Old Forester as well that's left over, because you'll need that too.
Okay.
Most are people who can't stick to a hairstyle.
Hey, my actual hairstyle is the same. It's just the color.
Well, sure, it just changes colors.
Yeah. I haven't cut it in a while.
Hey, Joe, how's it going? Fellow sommelier.
And Matt can't keep the same hairstyle either. He got his.
I have to, because it gets too hot and long. It's horrible. Plus, you can cut. Plus, because I get gray right here, so I can shave the gray out, which is nice. At least it's gone for like a few weeks. It all works.
There's no helping this one here. He's got the salt and pepper going on.
That would be fantastic, Sam. I would love to handle the PR pull from Old Forester. That'd be great. I would appreciate that. That'd be great.
I have to do math because some of these are written as percentages, and some
I know.
I
got all like,
but
I was just trying to hurry and get them done before I left the house for karate with the kids tonight. So it's just one of those things. Now, technically, the first one's not a true cask strength, but I wanted to put it in here just for comparison's sake. Is the Kentucky Owl, batch 2 11 year. So it only comes in at 101.8. So I figure that's our base we're starting with tonight. So I think that's probably good enough. So, but I figure it's good to go up against all these other ones that are, all these are cheaper. Yeah, all of them are cheaper than this one. So I think it's a good place to do it. Hey, Jim Morris, how's it going? So good baseline to start with, Dixon Deadmans before they play with fucking Stoli and Dixieland and all that bullshit out there with their pyramids and wait, no one didn't build it yet. I remember because it's stupid. But hey, now he's leaving the company, and so I'm guessing that never happens. Who the hell knows? But whatever. It's just some silly ass shit out there. But yeah, so they haven't. You guys probably have not had. I bet at least 3 or 4 of these, maybe more, ever that I've ever given you. So this should be fun and entertaining to see what you guys think of these. And hey, maybe you'll change your minds on rye. Maybe cask strength is the week for you. Oh, dry week. Oh, I'm so sad. That is terrible, Jim. That's true, Eric. You did. It's a valid point. Hairstyle decades ago and stuck to it. Good point.
And Cliffy, it's not necessarily the strength of the rye that I'm not a fan of. It just depends on the rye and the style of the rye. So we'll see.
Yeah, we chose. I chose all different styles, different. Mostly it's Kentucky, Indiana, some Canadian. So kind of to give them some different styles of cask strength. They kind of just go with a little bit different mash bills, things like that, and just kind of want to see what they like. And then this kind of gives them it is Clifton. It is the Michters Cask Strength Rye that is in there this evening. That'll be the second one we're doing. So, this way gives them a good idea, broad things. We've never done a show like this where we did a bunch of cask strength ryes, and it could be fun. Then, like I said, we'll do at least one more, maybe 2 more. I found a lot more after the 25 I told William about. I was like, maybe I should put maybe 3 weeks. I won't do 3 weeks in a row, but I think,
we need a little bit of a break in between
that. Sarah would probably hurt me, be like, "You're an asshole. I don't really want to drink rye every week for 3 weeks."
No. I mean, we can alternate.
I'm looking forward to tonight.
Well, I mean,
This was kind of my idea. I'm not going to lie.
This is true.
I'm not saying that there aren't ryes out there that I found that I like. It's just not my favorite category of whiskey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And there's our buddy, Whiskey Samurai. How's it going? I'm going to check out Whiskey Samurai. I'll check out his as well. Awesome whiskeys and Hot Wheels and fun stuff. And there's Eric Evanson. Good to see you, buddy. We did shoot your Shambroid episode that you requested. We did shoot that for you. So I'll let you know. So that'll be out on Saturday. Was not a fan of rye when I started my bench drink, but I'm open mind. Scott, that's a good way to start. All you can do is open mind, and sometimes you get surprised and find some really good stuff out of the deal. But
yeah, and honestly, that's what I'm hoping for tonight, because as a category, it's not typically my favorite, but I'm hoping that I can find some outliers and ones that are favorites.
Yeah, Joe, it's not really my jam, but I'm not saying that I haven't found any that I haven't liked. I have found some that I have liked. But they tend to be the outliers in the rye category. I mean, Balcones rye, I love that shit.
Oh yeah, that'll be in the craft section when we do Cask Strength. That's for sure.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you for tuning in last night. It was a fun show. Lots of good conversation going on.
It's always a plus. But yes, we were going to do a different show tonight. We were going to do an all blood oath night, except for my buddy who has the two I don't have. He's in the hospital right now, so you guys keep him in his thoughts and prayers. Our buddy Feroz is a celiac, and he has some serious issues. So he texted me about 5:30 in the morning yesterday that he was in the emergency room, has been admitted. So not a good time. He'll be there for a few days and has to have some surgery, and it's not going to be fun. So yeah, so you guys keep in your thoughts and prayers. We'd appreciate that. So hopefully it gets better soon, and we can do some awesome blood oath. And also he's going to let us borrow all of the Four Roses limited editions from 2012 till now. So also will be amazing. So yeah.
Hey,
like him to get better. Travis, how's it going? Oh, you got an Aldi ad tonight. All right. How kind is that?
Mine was still StreamYard.
I forget. I think it was StreamYard. I think it's what it was tonight.
Pushing some shit I already use. Thank you.
Yes, it's like, can we get different ads? That'd be great. But whatever. It's all cool.
What's everybody else's glass? Chat. What are y'all drinking on tonight? I know. I saw Clifton is going to be joining us. He's got all of these ryes, I think.
At least he had all the ones that were pictured in the thumbnail.
Which is all of what Matt has here.
Oh, did he put them all in the thumbnail?
I believe so.
Only put 5 of the 13.
Yeah.
Oh, in the thumbnail. I thought he meant in the description.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The picture.
In the description box is all of the whiskeys that we are drinking.
I know that. I looked.
Ooh. We got 2 ads tonight. I got a Business Forever ad. Ooh, I don't know what that is, but that looks exciting. You guys jousting with concrete and things. Interesting. Fun. Anyway.
Now it's pretty atypical, or pretty typical rye.
Yeah, so this is a blend. They don't tell you where the hell this comes from. The Kentucky Owl. It's just,
let's be honest, I
probably get together in a janitor's closet and said, "Hey, I made a good rye."
Cliffy, go get them, all of them.
I so do appreciate that when Stoli bought them out, that they doubled the price. But thanks a lot, Stoli. A bunch of Russian assholes. But hey, good for you guys. And your damn vodkas that suck.
My allergies are bugging tonight, and I feel like I'm going to sneeze. And sniffing on this rye is making me feel more like I'm going to sneeze. So
yes, it'll do it.
Is that black pepper?
I apologize in advance if I don't get the mute button fast enough for when it does happen.
Ooh. Oh, Canadian Club 43. Very nice. Well, that'll be cool, Travis. It's interesting to see what you thought of that. That will be cool.
I hate end of September into October.
Hey, John, how's it going? Our buddy down the Crowded Barrel.
Cliffy, get him out.
You have 12 of them? Holy shit, dude. That's amazing. That is impressive.
Get him out and hop on stream, man.
Which one are you missing? Because I put 13 out here. That's the question. Yeah, I can tell you. Yeah. What are you doing to me? Hello.
He's missing the old Forester rye.
Oh, okay.
The one that just came out.
All right. Hold on.
I'm just gonna make us big here real fast so he can get his child out the camera.
Ooh.
I haven't tasted it yet because
I don't dislike it on the palate.
Kind of hogging it. Haven't we done this one before?
Mm-hmm. We have. I like that. It does have a little bit of dill. It does have a little bit of anise on the palate, but most of it to me is mint and black pepper.
Yeah. It still has a little bit too much dill for my liking, but it is not as overpowering as some other ones that I have had. Are you kid free?
No, we're still muted though.
You're muted. Can't hear you.
That was a good thing because she was screaming.
Fair enough then.
Yes, Violent Violet strikes again. Absolutely.
Cookie says the only one that he's missing is the Old Forester.
Wow, that is impressive.
That one
is
just
very
came out, right?
impressive.
If you want to send him the link, we can do that.
Sure. Let me find.
I don't have it on my phone to send him.
Let's
but-
see.
Because you don't send me that link anymore.
Oh yeah, because you don't need it anymore, right? What the fuck? That's a new one. Hadn't seen that happen before. I tried to go into. Holy shit! Discord's down. Okay, well I guess I'll send them through email.
Discord's down?
Weird.
I just tried to go to it. It says it went down the crapper. Weird. I don't know.
Okay.
It's all good.
As a baseline, that makes sense. You said this was an 11-year-old rye.
Correct.
Okay.
I figure it was a good place to start as a base, and it's not exactly cask strength, but it's a good place to start as give us our base and then do 12 actual cask strengths after it.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Did you get it? Did you figure it out?
I don't dislike this plan.
Got people here just making
Hashtag Violent Violet strikes again. Ain't that the truth? That's gonna be her hashtag when she gets old enough to have an Instagram.
So the doctor called her when she was about 3 months old. That was her nickname, was Violent Violet, and it's stuck ever since.
3 months is early start, man.
She's always been angry as shit. That's right, Eric. Thanks. I appreciate it. All right.
You know, we'd take this any day from you, Eric, if we take that as a compliment.
Speaking of other house duties, while we're at it, Ben, our buddy Ben Stahl, he will be doing the Advent calendar again this year. If you did it last year, please get in contact with him as soon as possible, because then he will open it up to the public if you do not want your spot. So you must get in contact with him as soon as possible over on the Discord that's for the Advent calendar.
So
Wesley
it's
Zoller, how's
back
it
up and
going?
running.
My Discord worked.
I don't know. Maybe it came back, but yeah, that was weird. It totally errored out. Hold on.
Like,
He's still gathering his bottles. He'll be on
I'm
shortly.
flipping through shit up in here. Yeah, my Discord works. Maybe it's just your phone.
I don't know. Who knows? It's weird.
That's why I felt like I'm being looked at.
There's a
I don't
cat on
know.
the shoulder.
There's a
Bizarre.
cat on my shoulder. can't really see him, but he's there and he's staring me down, man.
It's what they do.
Well, yeah, because we got one over here and we have one right there and we have one right there.
Your menagerie of animals.
And then the dog's over there staring at this general direction.
It's what they do.
And the last cat is passed the fuck out. So
See, you got that going for you.
she don't care about shit.
We're going to move on to Michters.
Mm-hmm.
So the second taste of this is that the Kentucky Owl.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very thin, very like it's got the dill going on and some black pepper, but overall it's very thin to me.
I like this plan from Eric. He ever blended rye or high rye bourbon with root beer? It's awesome. I would have to totally agree. That does sound amazing. I will have to do that later.
I do like root beer. It's my soda of
awesome.
choice.
Totally agree. Root beer is fantastic.
Got plenty of rye here to try with.
That is for sure. Maybe later we'll get bored and
I've
try
got-
it.
I've got root beer in the fridge. Always.
I'm not opposed to this plan ever. Not opposed to blending it with that. That sounds like fun. Sounds like a really good fun time. All righty. Move on to some Michters Barrel Strength.
That's got a high char to
Yep.
it.
It's got
Yeah.
a pininess to the note.
Very high
Yeah.
char and slight smokiness to it.
Yeah, so it's a toasted barrel proof
Yeah,
finish.
there you go.
It's
That's
108 proof. This actually is a donation from our buddy Bourbon Insane, who unfortunately with COVID has been working like a madman at the pharmacy. So he hasn't been able to make any content, but hopefully he gets to come back. Plus he got a new house, all that fun shit. So yeah, he donated this at the last Bastards Ball a couple of years ago at this point. So
Yep.
we still have to review this, but hey, it's here. It's all good, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, I guess
He knows. How's it going, Marty?
waited until
Marty, check that out.
told me what it was. No wonder the high char.
Steven, good to see you. And I will let Ben know about the advent calendar you already responded to me about. So all good. All right, let's see here.
See, and the dill note to me is dialed way down.
I don't get the dill note. I get the charred, oaky, smoky note on it, and then the finish with the black pepper is actually quite nice.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah, I do like a smoky whiskey.
I would love to do that, Donald. I would love to get a lot 40 cask strength. That would be amazing.
Help us out there, buddy.
That's right. We don't get them in this country, unfortunately, which sucks. It is what it is, though. Well, hopefully our friends in Canada can help us out with that one, though.
Canada.
Yeah, this is definitely, I would say, a sweeter, smokier. This almost reminds me, to be honest, of like the Andalusia Striker.
It really does.
Bit. But corn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but corn, right, not malt.
Yeah, not malt.
And I would say this does taste like a high corn concentration. I don't know if we know what the mash bill is, but this.
I haven't done any research on this one. I don't remember. I don't know. Maybe we can look it up, or one of our amazing people in the audience can look that up first. So that'd be great. I don't know the answer.
That's fair.
Little bitch, you're not gonna get any bacon.
This smells and tastes like it's like 40% corn. I've been wrong before.
Oh, we know that Kanakistan has shitty shipping laws. We're fully aware.
Kanakistan.
Oh, nice. Training C sent you one. Awesome. Very cool. That works.
All right. Well, there's the gold standard so far.
Yeah. So that's what we're starting with as our first actual.
I like that.
Right?
And again, it's not a typical rye.
No.
So
no, I'm hoping you like most of these. That you find out that maybe that the notes you don't like are simply just lower proof, or they're different mash bills you don't like, or we'll find out. That's what half the fun of doing this is.
I like the atypical rye. So I mean, we'll see.
Well, we may find that again. It could be a proof.
I do like high proof.
Yeah,
that's true too. It could be a proof thing. That's definitely true. And since we have a lot of nice products tonight, we should probably do a giveaway. I think people probably wouldn't mind having some of these amazing ryes in there, getting a chance to sample them. So, like I said, usual $5 per entry type thing. I think that sounds like fun. Everybody wants to do that. We can certainly give away 3 of these amazing ryes this evening. You won't be disappointed. There's nothing crappy up here, to say the least. It's all mostly, there's a few that are less allocated than others, but for the most part, they're kind of hard to get, the vast majority of these. So, all good stuff. All right, let's move on.
Updated that. $5 super chats gets you into the drawing.
All right, let's move on to Wild Turkey Rare Breed Barrel Proof Rye. This comes in at 112.2, obviously non-chill filtered, which is the way it's supposed to be. I do like that. They only have one rye bill, mash bill at Wild Turkey, so this is it. Yeah. It is a lower rye than the other ones, but we'll see what you think of this. I know we haven't had the Basil Hayden toasted yet. Haven't seen it anywhere.
Haven't had it, and I have a feeling with the rest of the line,
it's gonna go.
It will be meh at best.
Thank you,
right.
Donald.
It's 80 proof. How great can it possibly be?
Thank you, Donald, for taking care of the super chats for us. Appreciate it.
But I would like to try it. That would be great.
Speaking of which, Stephen T. Thank you very much, good sir.
Come on,
there's our buddy Stephen. Put that up there. Stephen's the first entry for the evening. Thank you very much, Stephen. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
And there's 100% pure mustard. Good to see you. How's it going? Ooh, a 2020 Thomas H. Handy. I heard that thing's amazing. I have not tried the 2020 version. There's our buddy, Pat, my Whiskey Den. That's good to see you, Pat. You haven't checked out Pat. Check them out as well. Next question is, Pat, are you guys going to be down at the Bastards Ball? I have not asked you. It's been an insane last few months. I don't know if you guys are going to be there or not, but let us know.
Insane in the memory.
Because if you are, I need to get in contact with you about something else that's going on. Oh, it smells so good. I do love that. There's Clifton. I guess we'll let Clifton in here. Hey, Clifton.
Hey, guys. Sorry, I forgot how long it takes to find 12 bottles.
Oh, I totally understand.
So the only ones I couldn't find, I think we just finished the Willett Rye. I know I have an Alberta Premium somewhere, but I grabbed another Cask Strength Canadian that's kind of comparable, so we'll go with that.
That'll work.
You're good. You got 12 ryes. We're good.
There you go. Joshua, sample. Thank you very much.
You guys are on the Rare Breed Rye at the moment, right?
Yes.
We are. Did you chug the other two to catch up?
Not yet.
We'd be disappointed, Clifton, if you don't.
I was actually drinking tequila before we started. I was like, wait, they're drinking Cask Strength Rye? Screw that. We're going to the Rye.
There's the tequila.
Sweet. The new anniversary Iowa whiskey blend sitting on Cedar Ridge. Ooh, that sounds awesome. Thanks, Travis. I'm looking forward to that.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed
everything they've done so far.
Cedar Ridge stuff has been really, really spectacular.
Oh yes, Eric, it's all good. I think Eric and Travis have by far donated the most whiskey to us. I think Eric may even donated more at this point.
It's possible. I mean,
it's definitely possible. You both donated a ton of whiskey.
And you got the two sides of it because we have like almost all the Kirklands because of Eric, and then we have all of the
Cedar Ridge and Iowa stuff from Travis.
Travis. So I mean, yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome. You guys rock.
Yeah, the funniest thing is like almost everything Eric sent us does like amazing as far as our view count goes. It's like man, if Eric said it just does great.
Hey Eric, you want to send me something? I could use those views.
It's fantastic.
Travis,
buddy Laura Schlong over there. How's it going? Good to see you.
Travis says don't challenge me.
Storytime Distillery. Obviously, check those guys out.
I don't know how I
feel
feel
about Jim Morris. Hey, by the time I make the samples, my dry will be over. Cheers. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it.
That is true.
It's true.
This is my least favorite so far.
We've only had 3.
I understand that. This is the most dill forward of them.
It really is
on the palate for sure.
And I remember reviewing this one, and I wasn't the biggest fan.
Well, we didn't hate it. It's not
didn't
bad.
Hate it.
There's no faults. There's nothing.
But it's the most dill forward, which is what I don't like about rye.
Yeah, this is a pastrami sandwich type deal for me.
This one always throws me off. Like I've had it in blinds a couple times, and like I never have any clue what this is. So like I'm kind of right there with you guys. I don't love it, but it always surprises me whenever I see what it is.
It's too much dill.
I like it, but
what did you guys think? I missed the Michters. What did you guys think of it? Sorry, I was busy gathering stuff.
I like it.
It's really enjoyable.
That's one of my favorite ryes. So I'm glad to hear that you guys like that.
And it's not a typical rye because of that toasted component. And that's what I like about it is that toasted charred smokiness that comes with it.
Nice. Yeah. I love Michters.
Yeah, I mean, I've loved everything that I've had from them.
I do love more Kirkland. All those Kirkland have been tasty. Oh yes, the Driftless Glen will have the cask strength of that in the next round of this for sure. That young Driftless Glen rye is fantastic,
and I hope we'll have some Traverse City too.
That is in there.
Yeah.
Sure will. The North Coast Rye is just freaking amazing.
Gosh, I remember loving that.
That might win for all I know. We'll see.
I haven't had that one in a minute. I've tried it before on the channel, and it did impress me too. I need to go back and I don't know if I can get that out in California.
Probably not. We got it from the distillery directly. Gotcha. When I went up there to it, they handed me a box. Nice. Because I asked them, said, "Hey, can I pour some samples?" They're like, "We'll do better. Here's a box of whiskey." I'm like, "Okay, that'll do." So I shipped that home.
Yeah, like get it home and you're good.
Okay, so let's see here. Eric just poured the Redemption 9 higher rent, 70% corn, 20 rye, and malted barley. Bottle's almost gone. That is a good one, Eric. I do like that one. I do like high rye. The bourbon from Redemption in general is just a good product.
Yeah, I like Redemption.
Oh, yes, we have that one, Eric. It's sitting right in front of me, actually, that Towery one. So, or Toby Moore.
Drinking Redemption out of the bottle before concert. Yeah, that was fun. It was dangerous.
We did water out of a bottle?
We were drinking Redemption before a concert out in the parking lot.
That works.
Three of us drank like half the bottle.
Y'all are more bougie than me, but when I'm like pre-gaming like an event, I would just bring like Screwball or something like that.
We did
a crowd pleaser.
We
I
didn't
don't
actually
mind
bring it.
screwball.
Our buddy brought it.
Sugar content could be dangerous.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
why I used it to pregame though. Get hyped.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Is my math right? Which one's next? Old
Next one will be Rossville Union.
Rockville. Okay.
So you
All
did
right.
it math
I
correct.
did
So,
not
let's
math right.
see here. Did I miss something?
Oh crap! I just grabbed the bottle and bond. Oh well, it'll work.
That's okay. It'll work. The High yes, and that's right. The High West Midwinter's Dram comes out October 1st. Too bad we're not in Utah. But
No,
my
you're
brother's
good. You're not.
family, his in-laws live there, so we might get lucky. They killed. Oh damn, Andy! You already killed the Mirage Center pick in a week. Holy shit, dude!
Nice.
Well, I guess you like that one. That is a really good pick, though.
I actually haven't opened my Cask Strength yet, so what better time than now?
Yeah.
There you go. There you
Do
go.
it. Do it.
All right, so here we go. This is Rossville Union. This is the MGP. This is their own product that they actually put their name on. Very nice. Standard barrel proof here at 112.6. Can't go wrong with that. And actually, I got to help do Mirage's pick of this. So if you are in the local area, Mirage's current pick of Rossville Union, I get to help on the picking of that particular choice that's currently available there. So if anyone's interested, it's over there. Pick it up. It's good stuff.
It's not that bad. Not very high on the dill.
Which is surprising because it's what 955.
Yep. But yeah, so they get tired, sourcing everybody. So like, well, shit, let's put our own stuff out there. And we actually had David Whitmer on the show. God, it was a little over 2 years ago at this point. So you can see a little more about the actual history of Rossville Union, what had to do with the railroad and all that fun stuff. We've never actually reviewed Rossville Union, but I don't think I've ever given you guys Rossville Union.
Nope.
Because I couldn't have. You know why? I opened the bottle tonight. So it's not possible. So yeah, it's like this was sitting over there closed for a couple of years.
Wow.
Because when we did the show, they brought their own bottles. We used theirs for the show rather than using mine.
That drinks like a bottled and bond.
It does.
That drinks like a 50.
It really does.
What's the proof on yours, Matt?
112.6.
Oh, same here.
Yeah.
We probably. I mean, I got this like a couple years ago too.
It's
so
probably the same batch. Let's see. This is if my batch number. This is barrel used 083. Is that?
Wait, me too. 083.
Okay, it's the same batch. That's fine.
Yeah. Very cool. Hey, it's like it's like we planned this.
Apparently so. Perfect. Oh, the mash. Yeah, this senator is really good. The senator is actually going to be in the next round. Will be the senator, which I think I like that one. The senator is really good, and so is was it the ambassador, the presidential?
I have the presidential.
one.
I love that one.
Those are all really good. And then there's the kitties. They agree that it's really good. The kitties
Yes, they're on my team.
That's right.
She doesn't want to go over there.
This Rossville, it actually is surprising me because like I've had so much. Let's be honest, like MGP Rye, like it's
oh yeah
everywhere. But for some reason, it's still like it casts strength. That's where it really shines. I think because like the lower proof stuff is like great for a budget bottle, like what $20-something. But this isn't even expensive. I think it's only like 40 or 50. I think.
Yeah, it's not expensive. Yeah, it's like 47 something. It's not expensive.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I like it.
Not at all.
It's not bad pork.
No, it's good.
It's got a
I
good.
like this. The Matrix Resurrection trailer. Yes, I saw it. It looks shitty.
Listen, they didn't need to go past the first one. They just got worse and worse.
I like the first one was really fucking cool, and after that, I'm like, I don't really like these.
I've only ever seen the first one. I feel like I should just leave it that way.
You should just leave it that way. No reason to go past it.
Unless
Brandon White,
everybody
let's go.
and their mother tells you to go see the next one.
We'll see. But then would I have to watch the sequels before watching the new one?
I don't recommend that.
I do know what YouTubers will be at the ball, Travis. Let's see who's going to be there. I know that Eric will be there. We'll be there. Let's see. I know I Wish She Wines, Bourbon Blind, Mash and Drum. Let's see who else is Scotch for Dummies, Scotch Test Dummies, Bourbon Junkies.
Is Roy scheduled to be there?
Roy's supposed to be there as long as no shit changes the next 3 weeks. Mark Whiskey Whistle will be there. Brad from Cask Strength will be there. I think else supposed to be there. It's Bourbon Night will be there, obviously. Chad and Sarah.
Brad is coming down.
That's what when I talked to him 3 weeks ago. Yes, he's supposed to be there. So unless something changes, then he should be here.
Excellent.
Then
That's
I'll be
the point.
around.
That's
I
right.
will be in
We'll be
Austin that
around.
weekend. I will be at the La Quinta.
That's right. And Kilco will be around, I know, at La Quinta, and so will what the hell is it? Scotch in the Bayou, which is Leanne. She'll be there, I know, at La Quinta. So we've got a lot. I think in total there's like 20 channels, something like that. There's gonna be a lot of channels there. So
I'm
you have a lot
excited
of
for my
fun.
first La Quinta experience. I've heard rumors.
Plus, Saturday night. This is the other thing I need to know from everybody. For Saturday night, I need to know if you're interested in the barbecue for Brian's. He's trying to plan just numbers for meat to bring. So I mean, I know all the whiskey tubers already know all about it, but yeah, it's going to be amazing. His meat.
So that question: if you're interested in the barbecue, excuse me, who the hell would not be interested in
It's
barbecue?
stupid people. Trust me, this is like the best. And Travis knows he's had it before. We're not kidding that it's the best freaking barbecue you ever had. It's freaking amazing. It'll blow.
I haven't had
your
good
mind.
barbecue since I moved to California 3 years ago, so I am
this is
ready
going to
for
solve all of your barbecue issues you need. Trust me. This is how you go to like meat comas. My kids call his burnt ends the meat brownies.
Meat
Oh my gosh, I
brownie.
love burnt ends. They don't even even serve them out here because I feel like everyone in California is like bougie, like ew.
Yeah, they don't. They're too good for that shit. Yes, it's so
Yeah,
good.
you've got me down for like
That's right, Steven. Communist. That's who doesn't like good barbecue. Damn right.
like 4 servings of burnt ends, right?
I was gonna say, yeah, put me down for 4 people, and that's just me.
Yeah, for real,
Yeah.
right?
The only
Where you bring the
downfall.
pork belly from? Oh, you're gonna bring in some some bacon to cook? Nice. Yeah, I think at this point, I think we're planning for at least 100 that night. So that's the goal, and it probably end up being more. But we just want to get a solid number from how many people are in your party, how much you're going to eat, and all this. Because we told we was probably going to have them show up maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock that night. Because we'll be getting back from the vault that evening. I won't do about to 9:30. But he sets up and gets it ready, so he's going to be cooking in Pflugerville, which is about 25 minutes from the hotel, and then they're going to bring it over their giant catering. What do you want to call it? Van trailer thing. It's freaking awesome. You guys are going to be, this is going to be a pretty dope experience, everyone. So that everyone's going to have a very, very good time. Yeah, I saw that John Campbell stepping down at Lafroig.
And we need
disappointing to see that. But hey, you got to retire at some point. I mean, that's just part of the deal. You can't do this shit forever.
We need to definitely, have a talk with the La Quinta people when we get there.
Oh, they know. Brian's talked to them multiple times already.
I was gonna say, if you didn't already plan that, that would be
had that. Yeah, we
About the amount of people that are going to potentially be there.
Yeah, we've talked with them a lot. They know what's happening. It's
Okay,
not a
good.
surprise. Yeah, we already talked to their managers and everything. They're fully aware of what's about to happen.
I mean, they're getting a ton of business out of it, I imagine. So
yeah, they would be displeased if they didn't. I think know this ahead of time.
The first 2 times they didn't.
Well, they know that what's going on this time. They're good.
It was a total surprise the first 2 times.
Yeah, it's okay. They can join us.
What are you doing?
They call it the fluke.
What are you doing?
No, where'd it go? This one.
Oh, that's so mean, Travis. So mean.
Yes.
You should not close Lafroig. It is amazing. Yes, exactly. If you guys want any of these awesome samples, except for three pick your 3 $5 super chats, get you entered for it. Good time for that.
Shoot, I would enter if I had my phone with me because I could think of 3 that I don't have. Oh no, 2 that I don't have.
What does this next one say? Oh,
next one's gonna be Willett.
Oh,
yeah, it's gonna because the Willett comes in at 114.4. So this is the family estate. This is the small batch. This particular one's just a 3 or a 4 year. This is a 4 year, 57.2%. This is actually made by Willett at Willett, unlike their delicious but sourced products.
I need some more bacon.
Nothing's wrong with any of the Willett products. I like all of them, and I really, really love their ryes. This is probably one of the first early ryes that really turned me around a rye. Was Turkey Owl and Willett. That I love the spiciness of this stuff. So this is one of my favorite $35 ryes.
Yeah, I think Willett is it's very different. I think the first time I tried it caught me off guard. So I'm curious to hear what Will and Sarah think of it. It's definitely different, but I kind of learned to like it. I didn't like it at first, but I learned to like it.
Oh, that's like spearminty.
Super spearminty, super minty, tons of black pepper and spice. Nice saltiness to it. Some smoke. I just really like the way this one smells. It's that whole winter fresh gum. Yeah, like Travis says, Cask Strength is his favorite rye. Fantastic to hear.
Yeah,
They're mother flugers.
it's not that. Stop it. This is not for you. You already had some. This is for your brother. Back here. It's got a little bit of a dill ting to it.
Mhm.
But it's
To me,
not-
it reads more like
I
an
go.
actual
See ya.
pickle. To me, it's like less dill and more pickle, and that's what was weird about it. Like it's like eating a pickle.
More like a sweet pickle, or like a bread and butter pickle, or what kind of pickle?
That's the one I don't have. I can't pull it out, but for some reason, that's the first thing that comes to mind when I try that
Good
one.
night, Joe.
I could see bread and butter over the dill on this one. I could see
Yeah.
that.
Especially
That's
on the palate.
sweeter. Yeah.
Mhm.
Especially on the palate. On the nose, it was to me more spearmint, more minty.
hmm
But on the palate, it's absolutely bread and butter chips
Do love
on a
those
Reuben sandwich, though. Like we're talking, this
You
one
ever-
actually has.
nice thick bread and butters. I got some downstairs that are handmade.
See, I don't like those. I mean, I
love
haven't
them.
had them handmade though. Maybe that'll
They're,
change my
they're
mind.
Have
from
you
my mom's friend's garden in North Carolina, from Asheville.
That might change my mind.
They're
I haven't had them
freaking
handmade.
awesome.
Have you ever noticed that they only come in chips?
It's true. I've never seen them in any other style. That's a valid point. I don't wonder why that is. I don't know.
Conspiracy.
No. But I like bread and buttered pickles.
I love them. They're great.
I
The
wonder if they
most.
don't soak in well enough in holes.
Could be.
But you would think it would still be spears available.
Yeah. Give me
Hmm.
some more choices on the bread and butters, dude.
Interesting. Sipping some E.H. Taylor straight rye. That's a good choice.
Ooh,
Whiskey Rye.
That's delicious.
Well, it's
If they had that
tolerable
at Cask
for Old
Strength.
Kirk being the bourbon version of Willett, whereas this is the rye version of Willett, so they don't really have a whole lot in common.
I'm just imagining E.H. Taylor Rye at Cask Strength if they were to ever do that. That would blow
That's,
my mind.
that's coming out this year.
Ooh,
What? Where did
seriously,
you hear
yeah.
this?
You just
Like
blew his
maybe
mind.
a couple weeks ago. Yeah, that's coming out. Seriously.
I'll never see it, of course.
Oh,
but
we'll never see it. In my entire life, I've seen one barrel proof ever.
I don't think I've seen a barrel proof on the shelves, but oh my god, I'm gonna have to seek out samples. So
Yeah, no,
Maybe you
luckily, what's this? I have a 2017 version I bought from a
Doesn't work
buddy
on him.
back in 2017 for, like right up just above retail.
mhm. No, I've
So,
tried the barrel proof bourbon. It's very good. I've had samples of it, but I haven't had a bottle of it.
It's delicious. I've never actually opened my bottle. I think I had samples from Tammy and Brian. Gave me a sample of like the 2019.
Mine probably came from Tammy and Brian too. Let's be real. They send me samples all the time.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. I sent them a lot of really nice peated scotches. They sent me some really nice bourbons and ryes. It worked out perfect.
Nice.
So I like that one. So do you guys like that one or not like them? What's your feeling on this one? This
I'm
is-
very meh about it. The
Yeah,
Michters
okay.
Barrel Rye
Hey,
ahead.
wait, our next how's it going?
I'm happier with the bread and butter pickle than the dill pickle, but it's still got some
Okay.
pickle. And I'm a very firm believer that pickle doesn't belong in my glass. It belongs on a sandwich or on my plate by itself.
Mm.
But
Oh.
so far, Michters is still my favorite.
It's all good. There'll be another night of this, Eric, for sure, because we got to go to the craft one.
Okay.
Let's see. Raiders Nation's
After
opened up.
tasting back through them,
Yeah.
this is my second favorite so far.
Okay. Awesome.
I really dislike
That one.
the rare breed, and the Rossville's pretty good
So the lower rye contents are not your favorites, is what that
so
tells
far.
me. You like higher
Very
rye,
high, which is very odd.
That's very interesting.
which is
Yeah.
interesting though. All right, so we got just pour some Kentucky Owl Batch 4. That one's very good. I think that's the best one since one. And we will do a night where it's just all of the Kentucky Owl Ryes. That will be a fun night. Now, we can get Dixon to come on, that'd be even better. But, I talked to him about it a couple years ago, and he's supposed to come on, COVID and all that shit. So he hasn't been back down here to do any events, unfortunately, because he was going to come to the house and do one, which was going to be great. But, we haven't had any events in a long time. So maybe someday we'll get him to come back over. That would be really cool. All right. Let's see here. 2 bottles of the H. Taylor Bourbon Proof. Very nice.
Oh yeah. So Brandon, he was actually. So I was wrong. Tammy and Brian didn't me that. Actually, Brandon, who's in the chat, let me
Oh,
have some of
he's
his
the one who
bottles.
gave it to
So
you?
thank you, Brandon.
Very nice. Oh, yeah. 4 is by far. 3 is really sweet of that Kentucky Owl. That 10-year is super sweet, I thought. But yeah, Fort's definitely by far superior product.
That's all I got right now.
All right, let's switch over to Stellum, which is Barrel's product at 116.24 proof. This, of course, their brand new product sent out by them. So do appreciate that when we had Will on the show as well with us.
Going to the next round.
Yeah, Will is great. He's a great guest.
Yes, he is. He's definitely The same thing. When he gets to come down here, we're going to have an event with him and Barrel. But once again, it's still when all the shit ends. So I'm looking forward.
I can't wait for that one.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Speaking of things we're doing is that we'll be having the Westland, the Judgment at Westland coming up on November 5th that people local can come get samples and all that fun stuff. And we'll be having them on. That will be fantastic. I'm very excited for that. It is a Friday night at 7.
Was that your child in the background?
No, I have my own Violet, which is the form of my neighbor's daughter.
Oh my.
So that was my bad.
I was like, I don't have
That was your neighbor in their apartment?
Okay, it's a big pet peeve of mine. So we have a building directly across from ours that like faces ours, and they basically have their windows open like 24/7, like they're like sliding glass things, and it's like they have a screaming child, and it just drives me crazy. So I love where I live, but that's my one pet peeve, that freaking child.
We used to have a neighbor like that when we first got married in Nacogdoches. We had a neighbor. We used to call them the Jerry Springer family. It's like these people, like, they had no teeth. They hang out outside playing Yahtzee and shit. The kids out there in a diaper playing with a golf ball. I mean, all our windows are always open. They were crazy.
This one just screams all the time. Or is it either screaming or it's like just like like, oh my god, please stop.
We've had it before. We've had it before, and I remember liking it.
Yeah, I like that one.
Do you like the Stellum?
No, Stellum Rye is actually really, really great. I prefer it over the bourbon, and I'm a big bourbon guy, so I'm very surprised how much I love this one.
Yeah.
Very good one.
That one's competing up there with Michters for me.
Yeah, it's got that same charry smoke to it that Michters has, for sure.
This one has more of a ashy char to it, not
that toasted,
not the toasted chars as far as like the ashy, like
grilled peaches, like big time
ashtray that has been sitting there.
If I remember correctly, the blend of ryes that are in here is like really interesting. I think there's something like a bit of a Polish rye in there too. It's mostly, of course, MGP rye, but it's still got a lot of like interesting other ryes as well.
Yeah.
It's funny, Travis. It's true. You just chased Violet around the yard that one night to get her back inside. That was funny.
Yeah, that's way ashy.
Wow, that sounds awesome, Andy. What a wonderful family to have behind you.
I like that one.
Wow.
That's lovely. That's great.
Wow.
We won't be putting that comment on the screen. That's lovely.
Yeah, my child uses cuss words at 7, but not that word. I mean, he'll run around here saying fuck, but not that word.
He doesn't hear that word.
He doesn't hear that word either, but
There we go.
His favorite thing to say is, "What the fuck is happening?"
Oh my god, that's what actually I can't wait till I have kids, because like I grew up in a strict household where like I wasn't allowed to say anything, but like I feel like I would occasionally let my kids say it, as long as they didn't say it at school.
Yeah,
oh no, he has rules.
He has
Yeah,
rules.
you can't say it at school for sure.
He knows that he can't say it at my mother's house, and
Yeah.
he will he will cuss on the way to my mom's house and spend the entire weekend with her without saying a single cuss word, because he knows that she will not appreciate it.
But he knows he has free for all at my parents' house because my parents are just like that. But see, I grew up in that strict household where we weren't allowed to cuss, and we had to keep that stuff to ourselves. And even my mom, up until we got married,
Before she cussed.
so about 14 years ago, she would cuss now and then, but now she drops the F-bomb left and right. She's all about that's what she said jokes, and she's she is basically like my equal on that side now, which was never like that when we were growing up.
I'm the same way with my mom, actually. Yeah, growing up, super strict household, but like now, like she was like, told me something where she's like, "This fucking bitch." I'm like, "Oh my god, this is like."
She does that, and she drops it like, "This fucking guy I work with I'm like, Mom, we have rubbed off on you.
Donald, I'm pretty sure you're accurate. That could be a comedy horror graphic novel filled with violent stories. I'm sure there could be.
I would buy that. Make that some merch.
Right?
Oh, that's nice.
I'll get on writing it.
Shortly.
But yeah, I mean, he knows his rules and when he can and can't use that stuff.
I like that one.
Ooh. The Michters Toasted Rye versus the Ambler Rye. That is very interesting. Luckily, Brandon Wheel sent us that one. We got to do it in a blind, and that was really good.
That was a good one.
I haven't heard from Wheels lately. Is he still doing good, you guys? Have you heard from him?
Nobody's heard from him.
Okay.
Like, Wheels does this thing. He shows up for a long time, and then he just disappears for a couple months, and he comes back. It's just
I just was worried because I haven't heard from him either.
I don't think any of us have heard from him. So hopefully he's all right. I think he's probably just working. My guess. So we shall see.
Yeah.
I got trouble for repeating the Northern Atlantic Squadron when I was a kid. It's a World War II Canadian Navy song. My uncles are singing in the kitchen while drinking. That's nice. Oh, all right. So let's switch over to the Old Scout Rye, the single barrel. This is the 58.4% in a 4-year-old version. That's the version you have, Cliff, the exact same one?
No, we're not that lucky.
Okay.
60.8%, but it's
you got really high because I've got another one that's like 54.1 or something.
Yeah, I bought a couple of these. My store got a couple different barrels, and I'd already finished one of the bottles, so you can tell I like it.
Year or two ago? Yeah, maybe it was a couple years. It was a year or two at least.
And mine it hit us a lot later because I didn't get this till towards the end of last year.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I didn't know they were coming, and he's like, hey, if I found these 2 bottles, would you like these? Yes. The answer is yes. I would definitely take those off your hand. And the funny thing is they taste nothing alike. So I had to choose one for the show tonight. So see what you guys thought of this beautiful Old Scout. I did find an Old Scout gin from like 2016 that's barrel aged that we'll be trying at one point. I've got some really fun old shit sitting around here.
Interesting.
They've never opened. So, of course, there's distilled in. So, it's it is MGP sourced. And all the good Old Scouts that's sourced is MGP. But that's just, it's not the Dickel ones. You want the MGP ones.
And the Rossville doesn't have an age as far as I remember. But I imagine it's probably older stock. It's just a guess.
Yeah, it has to be. I want to say it's like 6 or 7 on that one. Mm-hmm. Something like that from what I remember.
I think it's older than that.
Could be. Who knows what's in there.
Yeah.
This was about $10 to $15 cheaper than that one, I believe.
Yeah, this one, how much is this?
I think I paid $40, but I could be wrong. It's been a while.
I want to say it was, like 40, 45, somewhere in there.
Go sports ball.
Yeah. I was watching Shelf Turds earlier, and they're talking football. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. So, yay, sports.
I don't know. I was like, I don't care. I haven't watched them in years. I could care less. I'm like, whiskey's way more interesting.
Half their team is on COVID list, so, I mean.
Don't know. Just don't give a shit.
Wonder if they're going to do any better than them Rangers.
God, do they suck this year. God, they're bad.
It's so bad.
They're going to suck forever. Ever since the curse of Nolan Ryan leaving, they've sucked ever since.
Seriously.
Nice job, you fucking assholes.
So this one is the darkest and the deepest so far as just flavors go. It's all cinnamon, clove, nutmeg. There's very, very little bright, sweet flavors on the nose on this one to me.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not getting any of the dill or anything like that on mine, or even like the spearmint, which I normally get with the rye. I don't get that on this one.
Oh, palate too.
Yeah, because we used to have Ranger season tickets. And then, like I said, they got rid of Nolan Ryan and all that shit. We said, well, we're done. We don't need these anymore.
Oh, I like this one.
That's very much on the spice side.
Yeah, it's nice, spicy, and fruity.
It does have a little bit of fruit to it.
It's red fruits and then clove.
I get like strawberry kiwi with the cloves.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I can get behind a little bit of that kiwi.
I was getting like blackberry.
I've never gotten a kiwi note, but I think I got it tonight. That's weird.
Definitely an atypical rye to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very nice Liberty Nut license. It's very nice.
Ooh.
Stephen, we are on the Old Scout Single Barrel Rye.
Oh, I like this one quite a bit.
Yeah, of course you like
Do you still have Will? Do you have the other one still poured?
Yes, I had all of them.
Because I'm curious, because I think this one reminds me a lot of the Stellum Rye. So I'm curious to hear if you like which of those you prefer. I know you might do some side by sides later on, but just curious.
Stellum is the one we just did.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, Joshua, you don't get kiwi on a lot of things, but yeah, there's definitely a definitive kiwi to me on this.
So with this one now coming back to it right off the heels of the other, this one I'm getting more greenery. I'm getting more
Grassy notes.
Yeah, grassy notes on the Stellum.
It's got a grass note and it's got kind of a pine note. Like not like fresh pine, but like
evergreen.
No, pine car freshener. Pretty easy hang in the
I got you.
More like a holly bush. That's what I'm getting.
Oh, okay.
And then going back to
years
the
old Scout the house. Old Scout Bell the Ball before. I have not had that one.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've had this Old Scout, but
I haven't had it
tonight.
Some time. At least a year. I haven't poured it at least a year.
Michters?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't poured a lot of these in probably at least a year, to be honest.
Drink more rye. Come on. There's a reason I just randomly have all 13 of these, or almost all 13.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, shit, where's Ed when you need him? He'd probably love this shit too.
I know.
He's probably watching Sports Ball.
Could be.
Although I saw he did
or getting new inspiration for his
dude, I love his new liquor store things.
Liquor store videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him. He did a gaming stream the other week, but then like he posted later saying like, "So I got motion sick and threw up after that stream." I'm like, "Oh, I feel bad."
Oh God.
Yeah, I mean, depending on what you play, it takes a lot to drink and play. Because
I'm super sensitive to motion sickness. Like, especially he mentioned like VR. Like, I can't do VR for more than like 10 to 15 minutes at a time. I get so much sick in certain games that are like high frame rate and stuff. Like, I'm just very sensitive, even when I'm not drinking. So, like, I totally, when he said that, I was like,
I can't read in the car or anything. That makes me vomit.
Yeah,
I can't also have.
I can't read. I can't even play video games in the car. Like back in the day when I had a Game Boy, like in the car, anything that had text on it, I had to just like skip. Like, I can't read it.
Yeah, I couldn't even have movies or anything. Makes me sick as shit.
Yep, I was right there with you. What are we moving on to? Because the rest of these are all.
All right, so the next one to move on to is the Whistle Pig. This is a single barrel 10-year pick from Goody Goody, 118.3. This was from like 2017, 2016, something like that, from what I remember. It's an older pick.
My
God, there's a date on it. It's at least
you know the actual age on it.
It just says 10, so I think it's an actual 10.
Okay. I only asked because the one that I have, the store that I bought it from, basically admitted that this is 17 years old. I don't know how it got so old.
Yeah, I've got a 13, but 17. Holy shit.
No, they said like, this is 17 years old. It was. I don't know how much you guys paid for it. This was probably right around 100.
I paid my area 55.
Okay, so it was a little bit more, but it's you can tell there's some age on it. So I'm curious to hear how it compares with the one that you guys have.
Minor case, man. I've had minor case. That's of course finished in a sherry cask. I didn't put anything finished either in here. I only wanted just stuff that was pure.
Cliff, Brandon wants to know if you've tried the barrel seagrass.
Yes, actually.
That shit's good.
Funny you mentioned that. I just bought a bottle. I had a sample of it that they sent me a while back.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first barrel label product that I've ever bought because it impressed me so much.
Oh, it's so
it was
good.
so. You guys liked it too?
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah, it's so different, but like the version so of good.
Dovetail. It's amazing.
That's the rye of the year for sure.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah. In fact, I liked it so much. I took over to Liquor Hound's house. He liked it so much. He went out and bought a bottle of it.
Yeah, I've been seeking out a bottle, and I finally saw it. And I'm like,
shit.
I don't care that it's a little overpriced. I'm like, I haven't seen this in a while. I got to buy it. So I'm so
really
glad
good.
I picked that up.
Oh, Steven's almost done with his seagrass. It's so freaking delicious.
Brandon says he just bought 2 bottles of it. So see,
nice.
No, fun fact: Brandon is actually not a rye guy. The one that's in the chat here. So
Really?
it's very interesting to see that he bought 2 bottles of seagrass.
Guess he really likes it. Very nice.
I mean, it's one that I would go out and buy, and I'm not a rye person either. So
yeah.
What is this?
Oh yeah, this is the first one that's 100% rye, by the way.
Yeah.
For the evening.
I can smell the whistle pig on it.
Yep.
This is what Whistle Pig we should have had in class.
Yes.
Yeah.
That bullshit single barrel finish crap.
Yeah, that was not.
That was bullshit.
To me, this smells like bubble gum.
Tastes like it too.
Yeah.
Now, is yours finished in anything, Clifton, or is that a
bubble?
Not that I'm aware of. It's the same label that you have. There's just a sticker on the side that says, well, actually, it's funny. Oh, you can't say I had green screen. So the store I bought it from is called K&L Wine Merchants.
Yeah,
but
I've heard
for this
of them.
one, they called it K&L Swine Merchants. I thought that was pretty cute.
Yeah, it's Bubble Yum. That
There you go.
specific brand of bubble gum.
There you go.
Yeah, because like normally when I get that, like I think of like bubble tape, but that's not exactly what I'm getting right now. I'm getting like, for some reason, pink is like blasting my head, like pink, like bright pink flavor.
And it has a lot of that bubble gum, that wrapper.
See,
So
I'm
like
getting
that
Big
powder?
League Chew.
You know that powder that comes
Yeah,
on
yeah.
there?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm getting Big
Original
League
stuff,
Chew.
yeah.
I'm getting tiny strips of pink with that powder on top, right?
I'm glad I'm not alone because like, yeah, that's straight up bubble gum for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it. It's not my favorite, but I do like it.
Hit the paddle, Matt.
Hit the paddle.
All right. Sample with a dose. Thanks, Joshua.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Have a
right.
good night, Ben.
Here you are, Eric. Eric wants to
Cheers.
see the bottle again. Here we go.
Oh, I just realized yours isn't older. So I have it's the exact.
Yeah,
same.
this is an older one. Yeah, like I said, this is like 16 or 17. I don't remember, but it's an older bottle.
If you want to, my green screen. There we go. It's far away.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yours is that new.
This is the more recent like bottle.
Yeah, way newer label. Yeah, and our good buddy Doug Ward, who was the ambassador to them for 8 years, he just left them. Now he works for a tequila company now.
Interesting.
He can still come by. He said he'd still come do an event for us, do a whole Whistle Pig night, and that'll be fun. Once all this shit ends, once again.
Yeah, my local group actually just did a Whistle Pig. It was their first in-person event in like 2 years or a year and a half. I wish I could have made it, but they didn't. They had a whole roast pig there too.
That's
but
hilarious.
I'm so sad that I missed it. It just didn't work out with my schedule. But I'm like, oh, that sounds so amazing.
Mm-hmm. But that was, and I've been. This is another one that I really, really like, Whistle Pig, and I think this is just classic, great, high-proof Whistle Pig. And the standard product's 100, but I don't want any wimpy 100. I think 118 is definitely a better choice.
Yeah.
And I know I said like bubblegum. It's got the bubblegum, but that's not like if you are opposed to that note, there's other things going for it too. Like I'm getting some black pepper on the nose that I didn't get first time around.
Absolutely.
It's super complex.
That was kind of wrong of us to just kind of stay on that one note.
Yeah, I realized I'm like, oh crap, I'm sorry. No, it's still good. I like it a lot.
But in comparison to what the ryes we've had so far, that is what is predominant, and that's what's standing out.
Reminds me of my childhood.
Yeah.
In a good way or a bad
We
My childhood tastes like rye whiskey.
High proof rye whiskey.
yeah,
Right.
right? No wonder I'm here right now. But no, a good way. I mean, we always rode our bikes down to the corner store to get our fucking bubble gum. We're over at my Graham's house. So yeah, but good memories.
Nice.
Get the bubble gum and the ring pops.
Oh, ring pops. I love ring pops.
All
Ring
right.
pops or push pops? Both of them.
Hanzo says, my dog's nickname is Whistle Pig since she whines for attention constantly. Unfortunately, that's the extent of my Whistle Pig experience to date. You need to fix that. You need to have yourself some Whistle Pig. You will not be sad. If you like rye, you'll enjoy it. Wow, it's the Woodford Rye.
Yeah, he's on
on
vacation
home,
or at a
okay.
wedding or something, and he's like staying in his friend's condo, and they left their liquor cabinet like there. So he's kind of like rating it a little bit.
Nice.
I don't blame him. It's free. There you go. See, that works then.
Drink it.
Have a drink.
I'm a horrible influence.
Join us.
Well, I mean,
Hey,
you said I could have
I
what I
got you to
wanted.
pull out 12 fucking whiskeys, so come on.
Whoa.
That's
Hell.
Cliffy.
That's Cliffy. My goodness. Something's going on.
Oh, now the coyotes are going off. It's fun living in LA.
Sounds like it. All right, so let's
Knob Creek.
move on. Knob Creek. This is the Knob Creek Cask Strength. This is the original one they released back a couple years ago. This is barreled in 09, 119.6. Warehouse A. So this is the one that won a bunch of awards in Whiskey Advocate back in the day. So you got the same one?
Exact same one.
Perfect.
I'm so excited.
I've got the 2010 as well, but this one, I figure
This
you
is
got the original.
So fun fact, My mom actually bought this for me. She knows nothing about whiskey.
That's even better.
But she's like, oh, I still had like a fancy little sticker on it, so I thought it was like special. I'm like, I mean, sure, but like, thank you. At least it's actually good versus like some crap whiskey.
Right.
Yeah. Travis says, Cheers, guys. Here's to staying positive and testing David. The liver is evil, must be punished. Thanks, Travis. Appreciate it.
Cheers, Travis.
When the cops come for bourbon bites, there you go.
They knew I was pulling out the knob. That's all I got to say.
In front of the children, clip.
That's how you go to jail. That is definitely how you go to
do not
jail.
recommend.
There's a do not recommend this at all. Oh, does dill on the nose or the palate of this one?
There's definitely dill on the nose.
Yeah,
I think so too. Yeah.
And
this
mustard
is more
seed.
like dill the spice though than the pickle.
Yeah, this is dill and mustard seed. Closer to that.
Yeah.
Just it's high pitched and it hits the very, very tip top of my nasal cavity.
Yeah, back to the pastrami kind of sandwich example you guys gave earlier. I'm totally getting that.
Rye bread.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you haven't had this before. Liberty license is good stuff.
Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Rye.
Well, there you go. That'll work.
That's good shit.
We got that one coming up in the list.
Yep.
We do.
So I realized. So when I said I poured the rare breed earlier, I got too excited about being on a Whiskey Crusaders stream, and I poured some Jack Daniels earlier. So I didn't pour the rare breed. My bad.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
Hilarious.
I just had to admit that. I'm like, I realized like halfway through talking about the tasting notes, I'm like, I totally poured the wrong one, but I'm not going to admit it. I'm like, screw it. I'm going to admit it.
That's funny. Just a background to T-Rev's place.
This one's got a lot of that dill note that I'm not a fan of.
I don't still have that saved. I used to have all the whiskey tubers backgrounds saved on my.
Did you really? That's hilarious.
Yeah, I deleted them all because like I had like 12 different channels like backgrounds that I switched between.
That's funny.
It kind of like just falls off, doesn't it?
It does.
Like
it does. It ramps up and then black pepper dings
right before the finish and in the back of your throat. It just kind of falls off. And
it does, and it swells up again.
That, like for me, stays like on the middle to back of my tongue right before it goes down my throat.
See, I'm getting it all on the sides of my tongue on this one.
I've got it all in the very front of my tongue. How weird.
Yeah. So as a knob aficionado, sorry. So you just took a drink. I'm sorry, Sarah. I didn't love the nose on this one. I thought it was kind of off-putting. It had that like super, super dill forward thing. I did think it fell off, but like Matt just said, it kind of comes back for me. So it falls off. I'm like, oh, well, where's the finish? And it's like, oh, there's the finish.
And it does like this roller coaster.
So I was about to say, like, I agree with you guys. I don't like it, but like, I think maybe give it another sip and see if, and not that it will always experience the same, but like for me, it did do better.
I'm not necessarily saying I don't like it. I'm just saying that I don't have that swelling finish that I usually get with high proof.
Try to find the dill. I mean, the typical peanut that we get in Beam.
You try and find the nut and bean.
I did just now.
Oh, it's totally there. Yeah, that's one of the big things. It's always a dead giveaway to me. Is that peanut?
Mm-hmm. I think it finishes like a Knob Creek. It has a lot of that nuttiness on the finish.
Totally agree.
Yeah, that Basil Hayden, that Knob Creek, that peanut that I almost always find in Beam. Yes,
I definitely get behind that, but that's not at all what we were talking about.
I don't think that it is. I'm just trying to get you to find a note.
I still I agree with you on that, but I still like that the finish is just it's very anticlimactic for me.
Yeah, it's not my favorite of the night, and I did love this on its own, but like I've never compared it to a bunch of rye whiskeys, so this is really fun tonight.
No, and I hadn't either because I was like, oh, this is really great in its own. Yeah. I was kind of like, meh.
Yeah,
compared to the rest of them.
No, I have had have you guys had their twice barreled rye?
Yes.
I feel I've not done it side by side, but I feel like I remember liking that one a bit more than this one.
It's been a couple of years.
That's an old release. I think probably.
Yeah, I know Monica sent me some of that one.
Monica.
I might have a bottle around here somewhere, probably. I mean, probably unopened, sitting around somewhere downstairs. I don't know.
That was the first Knob Creek rye that actually sold me. I had a single barrel Knob Creek rye, like the store pick. I didn't love it. I thought it was just kind of boring. I thought this was better than that, but I think that twice barrel was my favorite.
Ryes that are I think it's like a 14-year rye Knob Creek pick that's awesome.
Oh wow! Well, no, like I said, I've only had one, so I can't.
Oh,
I
only
can't
one,
be
yeah.
fully-
A lot of times they're but that's any store pick. They can be
Yeah,
great,
this
they
one
can be
literally
bad.
just tasted like the regular release is what 115 proof.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds
So
right.
this was cast, or are they even cast? I don't even know
Oh,
anymore.
120. Are they 120? They're 100 for the regular one.
That's
the single
right,
barrels
that's
are
right.
120.
So I was thinking that I thought this tasted exactly like the regular on the shelf release, just a little bit higher proof, and that's what I think why I didn't love the.
Yeah, it's like the
I've only
rye is
had one.
115, the Cask Strength Rye is 115. Usually they're single barrels, and then the bourbons are 120 at the single barrels. But yeah, so this is a slightly higher, from 2018. This one.
Mhm.
So,
See,
yeah, it's good.
Joshua agrees with us. Not much of a finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, if you're buying Knob Creek, I would say buy the bourbon. Buy the bourbon.
It's better.
Yeah, it is better.
On that. Yeah, it's not my favorite. I had a really good store pick. Yeah, my closest one. And that's the problem. Now the store picks are not as old anymore. And that's the other thing which sucks on Knob Creek is like, meh. I wish they're not the same as they used to be, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I mean, I originally dismissed it completely, and I was like, I'm not going to buy another store pick again. Screw it. I want the 13, 14 year. But I've had a couple that are like 9.5 years old, and still for the $56 price point, I don't think they're bad. I just don't think they're as good as what it was before.
Right, when you can get them for like
We rebelled.
$45.
Yeah.
That was for Liberty Not
That's
Licensed.
for Liberty Not Licensed.
I'm super happy. I'm exploring a category that, it may not be my favorite category, but I'm exploring, and I am super happy tonight. I promise.
All right. I don't have a lot of this left, but this is the Thomas H. Handy. This is a 2017 version of the Handy, 126.9. So this is my very first bottle I ever owned of this one. So not much left, but it's delicious.
This is my first and only BTAC bottle I've ever been able to purchase.
Oh, wow, nice.
This is the 2019. It's 62.85% ABV.
Nice.
Yep.
Show it again.
I'm sorry. Normally when I'm like doing my own stream, like I have the green screen set that I can do that, but like I'm like I just randomly hopped on tonight, so I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
What year is yours, Clifton?
2019.
2019. Okay.
I actually was able to buy 2 bottles. So basically, our liquor store lets us buy online, and they had a bit of a glitch. So it was supposed to be only people that were the highest spenders. I had never bought anything from that liquor store. It's Bevo, so it's not like a little mom and pop shop. So the link leaked. So I was able to buy one for myself and one for my husband. So I have 2 bottles of this. I'm so excited. Oops. I would have preferred, the Stags or the WLW, but this is the only one that was in stock at the time.
Yeah, you take what you can get when it comes to BTAC.
And again, like I said, I would feel really bad if it was like a small store that happened to, but it's Bevmo. They're basically like Total Wine.
Yeah, exactly. It's all good. That's all that matters, as long as you got something good.
Yes.
And Handy.
I love it. I've been nursing this bottle. This is just my first one.
Yeah. Like I said, I've got a full, I think 2018 sitting around. Yeah, I got a 2018 that's full that I've never opened. I've got backups that I've never opened that I'm saving for special occasions. But the first one's all got opened.
This one feels or tastes much older. This to me actually has some depth of age to it. I want to call this like 10 to 12 years on the rye. Only 6?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And I remember, so someone asked them about this. I was watching because Buffalo Trace sometimes does a live stream. Yeah. And someone asked them, so the Thomas H. Handy is released at Cask Strength, but young. And then they also released the Sazerac Rye, which is 18 years.
Which is,
but low proof. I haven't had it.
It's 90.
But they said they tried a Cask Strength older rye, and it just didn't work. It just was all over the place. So they decided not to release it. So they have 2 different. Yeah,
they released at 90. The Saz 18
in the black pepper.
I got to try the very first Saz 18 ever released at Chris's house over at Liquor Hounds.
That's one that I haven't tried.
Yeah, I like that too.
It's the one I don't know.
That's really, really good. That is.
Oh yes, Thomas H. Handy is amazing.
So how did they get all of the mint instead of all the dill at that young of an age?
They do. It's very minty.
Well,
it's super minty.
It's a very low rye mash bill. I want to say it's 51 or 53, somewhere in there.
And it's the same mash bill as the E.H. Taylor Rye we were talking about earlier about a cask strength. I mean, this is the closest you're probably going to get to a cask strength version of that.
Exactly. It's the same as that. It's the same as the baby Saz too. It's all the same. It's also the 13 Veerway and Winkle. It's exactly the same mash bill on all of them. They only have one rye mash bill at Buffalo Trace. But you know what's also really good is the kosher. The kosher is really good as well.
So I have not had you've had the straight rye kosher?
Yep.
The only two that I've ever seen was the rye recipe and the wheat recipe.
Yeah,
I bought both of
I've had
them.
them all.
But I have not had I've looked everywhere for the rye.
The straight rye is my favorite of the three koshers.
I've heard, and I'm so mad that I can't get it. I know Brandon in the chat might be able to get me a bottle.
They're supposed to release them this year. Maybe you'll get lucky and get one.
I wasn't impressed by the rye recipe or the wheat recipe. They were fine. They were good for what I
they
paid
just
for
weren't
them.
anything special.
Yeah, exactly.
For $40 they were fine.
Yeah, they were fine. I'm not the biggest Buffalo, believe it or not, I'm not the biggest Buffalo Trace fan. I know, cancel me now, but
as long as it's BTAC, you're fine.
Yeah, but I know a lot of people obsess over Buffalo Trace.
I know, and I'm like, some of it's really good, some of it's fine.
Yeah,
people that think the Blanton's is the be all end all are just they just don't know any better.
Yeah, no dissing them. I think Blanton's is fine.
Yeah, something wrong with Blanton's.
It's fine. It's not my favorite. It's a great gift whiskey, is what I like to
Absolutely.
It's a great starter whiskey.
Yeah. It's very smooth. Ugh, cringe as I said that.
To say the least.
Smooth and low proof.
Yeah, 93 proof is kind of now the straight from the barrel is really good.
Oh, it is. And the Le Maison du whiskey, I do not speak.
French.
Yeah,
that one. Oh,
that one is delicious.
I'll give you that. That one is mind blowing good.
Yes,
we have a bottle of it up there that we haven't touched, and I don't even remember the last time.
Can I come over to your house when I'm in Austin? Just kidding.
16 or 17. It's the same bottle. I've never bothered to open another one since.
We live 3.5 hours away from Austin.
Yeah.
Sure,
okay. Dang it.
When you're in Austin, yeah, you can make that trip.
I mean, if you want to make,
I am renting a car, so maybe.
I don't know when you're going back, but
Monday.
See, we're driving back Monday.
They fought over Waller's Special Reserve. You can get Waller's Special Reserve pretty much every day here, no problem.
You can't get it here, but
$20.
You can't get it here, but why would you?
Occasionally people are stupid.
Yeah, the 107, occasionally it shows up at MSRP, and I think even the new MSRP of the 107, I think is fair. But Special Reserve never impressed me, and it never will. Because
it's not supposed to. It's just basic bitch.
Bottom
of the line mash, wheat mash bill. That's what it's for. It is $20 whiskey.
Yeah, no, it's perfectly fine for that.
Yeah, for $20, it's fine.
I'd rather have. I mean, at that price point, I would probably rather have Rebel Yell 100 proof.
Yeah, I mean,
I like having. I don't love Larceny, but the Rebel Yell 100 proof, that extra kick and proof, sold me on that whiskey for $16.
Yeah. It's true.
Hold the bottle up, Matt.
What are we drinking now? Old Forester?
Old Forester. Single Barrel Rye Barrel Strength. This comes in 128.2. Warehouse G Floor 3. And the review on this is coming out next Tuesday. It is freaking awesome.
I wasn't.
No, Andy, we cannot get EC Barrel Proof all the time. I wish I could.
Elijah Craig? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah. He said it's apparently by him, it's all the time.
It used to be all the time out here, but 2020 and 2021, it hasn't been.
$50.
That's $50.
Fuck that. $20.
Dude, no. There are so many better $50 bourbons you could buy.
Yeah, it's called Stag Junior.
Okay, well, can you buy Stag Junior for $50? Because excuse me, hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
55.
55, whatever.
On the shelf?
It's worth $50.
Really?
Yeah.
Right now, 2021?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you got to know people to get it.
I'm going to slide into your DMs real quick after this stream because, it used to be okay. So, Story of Southern California, it was available for $50 MSRP for the first 2 years I lived out here, 2018, 2019. Ever since then, some stores started marking it up at 75. I'm like, at first I was like, I'm not going to pay that, ew. But now I'm like, it's never on the shelves anywhere. It's just gone. There's SoCal is Stag Junior wasteland right now. It's crazy. So might be messaging you guys. So maybe grab me a couple bottles when I'm in Texas.
The problem is, do they get it? When they do get it, it goes to their, their customers that are there all the time and know the people at the stores.
I have gotten lucky twice because of Matt on 2 different bottles of Stag Junior.
And once because of Jason.
And well, that was different. I won a lotto and I won a thing in one of his chats and he sent me one. But because they had one behind the shelf and Matt says, go tell them who you are and get that bottle. And so I did. And both times I got the bottle and it's all about timing. It's unfortunate.
Day, I got to try the pick from Stag Junior.
Oh,
holy fuck! That thing makes all those Stag Junior look like crap.
So what the exact opposite happened in a guy in my local group. He got the barrel samples for a pick of Stag Junior.
That's too bad.
He said all 3 of them were worse than like the recent batches of Stag Junior.
Oh my gosh! No, this thing was miles ahead. I also got to try the very first Stag Junior pick ever because the guy in the group was used to be a Buffalo Trace executive. So if you get anything from Dallas Bourbon Society here, those guys are stellar picks. And anything that's got their name on it, you should buy because it's amazing.
I saw a question earlier. I lost. Oh, 1318 Shelby says, "What is the new MSRP of Weller 107?" Last bottle I bought was 50.
Yeah,
it's like 50-ish, right?
It's
50 or 60.
Yeah, it's 50. Yeah, $49.99. Yeah, now South Florida.
I would buy it. I like Weller 107. That's
I like the 107.
Buffalo Trace products that I really enjoy.
But I liked it at $30. It
was absolutely. Bourbon I used to get it for that too.
Yeah,
for $50, it's an okay bourbon that I can get.
It's not really worth $50.
But the thing is, like,
other good bourbons at that price point.
But a lot of whiskeys at that price.
That's too bad.
A lot of whiskeys at that price point have kind of gone up. I mean, on that same vein, like Henry McKenna 10-year, used to be $26, $27. Now it's $60. Do I think it's worth that? Yes, it hurts my wallet a little bit because I'm used to the previous price. Okay, I'm a Heaven Hill fanboy. I like Heaven Hill. Sorry.
For 100 proof, it's just not worth the 60 for me. Like,
I say that, but have I bought a bottle at $60? No, I haven't. So like,
no, I won't.
Yeah,
I can find a lot.
I have a couple backups from when it was $28.
Right.
Oh yeah, still got several of the old screw tops. Hell, I've got ones of the old plastics that are the old bulb shaped 107s.
Oh. Well, I've not seen those.
Oh, dude, those are like 2015 and prior.
Wow.
It's another one of those that, I mean, it's hit or miss to find it sometimes.
Yeah, hell, I've got 175s of it.
The 10-year?
That do 175s of the old antique 107s.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant the Henry McKenna. My bad.
I did too. I was like,
is that a thing?
For which one?
The Henry McKenna.
I thought you were saying the Henry McKenna.
Yeah, I don't think they make 175 of that. They only make a 10. Yeah, I refuse to pay more than $35 for those.
Well, so my story with Henry McKenna, I've told it a couple times on my channel. I'll say it real quick. It's not relevant to the stream. I'll be real quick. So I fell in love with the first couple bottles of it I ever bought. So I went to a store and bought like 3 bottles. I'm like, oh, I'm excited. And this is like college me, so like I didn't have much money. So I bought 3 bottles, all from the same barrel. Terrible idea, by the way. Single barrel products, don't do that. Hated it. Hated every single one of them. It was just a bad barrel. It just completely killed my mood for Henry McKenna. I didn't buy it again for 2 more years, and then of course now it's more than double the price. So I'm like,
Henry McKenna is not what it used to be. When it first, people didn't know anything about it and just sat and sat. That shit was amazing. And
to its defense, I will say I have had a better bottle of it since then. So it's not gone to complete shit. But those few bottles that I had were just awful.
We never had a problem with a bad batch, a bad barrel that we purchased, but I've heard that from a lot of other people that I
was so mad the first time I bought 3 bottles of the same whiskey. I got screwed. And that was again young me, innocent, like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing.
That's too bad.
Well, and that's when you had to sit down and have a conversation with that person. And it's just like, it's a single barrel. So everything from that barrel is going to be the same thing, but the next barrel can be completely different.
That was my wake up call for sure.
Well, that there was that conversation because the person was just like, oh, I'm never buying anything from them again, blah, blah, blah. I don't like it. Well, slow your roll. It's not how
That
it
was
works.
me, but I got you.
Yeah, I've had those conversations before.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, when you're early in your whiskey journey, I understand that. I've been there. But you got to learn, like, single barrel is just that. It's single barrel. This is not the standard profile of this brand.
Early in my whiskey journey, we bought several bottles of the Henry McKenna. It was one that was always in the house
It
until
was a staple when it was $25.
jacked up the price and shit. And yeah, once we finished our last bottle, I was like, I'm not even going to look for it. What is the mash bill on this Old Forester?
High malt.
Yeah, it's 65 rye, 20
malt.
malted barley, and 15 corn. Yeah, so what do you think of this one, sir?
It's so fruity to me.
I love
Especially
it.
after all of these.
This is spectacular to me. I really, really like this whiskey.
I'm getting so much more fruit on this than any of the others. It's still minty and it still has that black pepper ding, but it has so much more.
But it doesn't have the dill, and the fruitiness probably coming from that malted side.
Yeah.
And I actually like this one, which is wonderful because I haven't been disappointed yet by an Old Forester product. Right. I like Old Forester and everything that they do. So I actually like this one.
Good. So I think the bourbon prices have come down closer to the value. I think best you can hope for at this point is plateau. I mean, it's crazy, and it's just going up and up and up, and it's exploding everywhere. It's just a part of culture at this point. It's just, I read tons and tons of articles about this stuff. I'm looking at every show I watch. I see a bar. I'm looking for the things. It's just everywhere. I mean, that's just part of culture now, is whiskey in general, and I don't see it going away anytime remotely soon.
I don't see it come down.
Cocktails on top of that, and it's high end cocktails at that. So yeah, it's something.
Cheers, Stephen T.
I hope it plateaus, but I don't think we're even close to this. I think that the boom is just beginning.
Don't say that.
I know. I hate that that's the way it is. I really do. But
that's too bad, man. I'm 0 for 2. McKenna bottled and by. I poured in my infinity bottle where it turned everything into bitter tree. Oh, so for that's too bad. Yeah. We haven't reviewed yet, which I'm not a fan of. And
the only thing I have to say to that is, like, I don't want to keep trying it because like you do you, but I was that way. I was so mad. I literally didn't buy a McKenna for 2 years. I'm like, screw this brand. I hate it. But that was because I had a bad barrel.
Maybe do what Cliff does and wait a year or two.
Yeah, wait a couple of years.
And try.
Yeah.
Let them get through whatever funk they're going through and get them bad barrels out and try again. Because, I mean, like I said, from my experience, we never had a bad barrel. We never had a bad bottle. So it's
the
really,
new stuff. It's not good.
It really is hit or miss. Of course, I haven't tried the new stuff.
Well, I won't spend
it's not worth
$20 on it.
Right. That's the other thing. Like, if you want to give me a sample of the new stuff, cool. But I'm not going to go search for a bottle.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of Liberty says inflation's here and coming very soon. Yeah, yes, it is. Look what's going on the gas prices in Europe. It's scary. And plus all the container ships sitting out there and all of our production problems, supply issues.
Christmas is ruined.
To 2630. And now, like you said, supply is interrupted in both production and distribution combined with our multiple digital stimulus dramatically increase the volume of currency. Buy online, buy bourbon. That's true. At this point, because China just said that cryptocurrencies are illegal, so they just tanked. The Dow's tanking. The good news is whiskey's not. Whiskey's going up in price. As far as your investment.
But I don't encourage investing in whiskey. Like, I mean, I get that people do that, but it's also like,
I encourage investing in whiskey barrels.
Yes.
I don't encourage investing in whiskey bottles.
That's different.
I encourage you trading it for things you actually want to drink.
Yes.
There you go.
For that.
That's what you trade.
Cheers.
Cheers.
What are we drinking next, Matt?
Scotch. That's the problem. That's how you take care of that problem.
Buy the things at retail that you can find at retail so that you can trade for things that you really, really want.
Because somebody out there wants that thing at retail that they can't get for themselves, but you can get.
Yeah, exactly.
My best trade that I've ever done was a Four Roses LE. I'm not the biggest Four Roses fan. I traded it for 2 Stag Juniors, 2 Weller 107s, and there's something else that I wanted to try.
Wow. Nice.
Best trade on my end ever because I drank every single one of those bottles.
There you go. Metal objects and brass. That's a good point at 1318. That is a good choice.
Get into sample groups and do bottle splits.
Yeah, and that's always a good choice.
Or
we do lots of those.
there are groups out there where people actually, as long as you trust the people, I've bought a couple bottles from a friend in one of the groups, where they're trying to sell off what they have because maybe they didn't like it and they got it and it's almost a full bottle and they'll drop the price down, etc.
There's all sorts of those groups.
I got a couple good bottles that way.
Absolutely. They got lots of bottles that way. Lots of really good bottles for that way because they didn't care for it. They're open. I'm happy to buy open stuff from people.
Right. And they jack the price down and yeah.
All right.
Drink some Alberta Premium.
Alberta Premium. 66%. We're getting up there. This beautiful, sexy bottle there, too. This is batch 2 out of Canada.
That's some color.
Yeah. Canadian rye whiskey. Oh.
Is that E150 or is that just old?
It's just old.
So I do have a bottle of that. I just couldn't find it in the 10 minutes that I was searching for bottles. But I grabbed something somewhat equivalent. Not really. It's a different brand, but it's the J.P. Weiser's 23-year-old cask strength. So a little bit more expensive, but
I love it. That's the Herschel Walker trade. You ain't kidding, man. That's a damn good trade. I love it. All right, let's see here. The question is, do I retire McKenna at 15.65 or just go with the consistent 1920, 1910 regular rustlers? Yeah. Buy the Old Forester and Turkey, skip the McKenna. That'd be my answer to you.
Agreed. The 1920.
Oh, Canada. Yes, this is definitely
Old
Canada.
Forester is the one to do.
Oh, Canada.
Go with her.
Nice, Andy. That's nice.
What?
Wow, I love the way this one is.
Donald Rance is the one that convinced me to buy all these JP Weisers, by the way. So my store had the 23-year and the 35-year.
Damn, dude, you got that? Those are two I want to try really bad. I've never tried.
They were just at my grocery store.
You're shitting me.
I sent him a
You're
picture. He's like,
getting them
excuse me, why are those just at your
You're
store?
like at
I'm
the
like,
18. That's
yeah.
crazy.
So I bought the 15, 18, 23, and 35. I'm going to do a stream for Canadian Thanksgiving, which I think is coming up soon. So I'm going to do a stream of all the JP Weisers.
Nice. That's really cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I've not tried.
So thank you, Donald Rance, for the recommendation.
Good job, Donald.
And you really can't go wrong with a recommendation.
If I can only get them here, that'd be great.
It's just a random grocery store, like of all places.
I didn't know those came to America. I thought, as far as we know, the best we got was the 18, and they were.
That's why Donald was so like he's like, are you shitting me? like no, I'm not. Like they're here.
Oh, it's too funny. All right, so what do you think of this one, Sarah? Well, because I don't think I've ever given you this guy's this one.
No,
I'm still on a bacon break.
Oh, okay.
Rinse.
Yeah, it's a good thing you gave me those box of sample vials back because I wasn't down to very few left. They all just keep going back to your house full of whiskey.
I'm so sad about that.
No, I bet you don't. It's like Christmas every Monday.
This one,
So
Whiskey
grain
Christmas.
forward.
It's really green forward,
nose.
and it's a lot of the mint forward as well. A little bit of black pepper. It doesn't have as much of that dill.
Monday, October 11th. There we go.
October, yeah. So Donald, that Thursday before that, I'm going to do that stream. So stay
Nice.
tuned.
Very nice.
By the way, Donald, if you want to come on and be on that stream, you're welcome.
I'm not put off by that.
I like it. It's super spearmint, super minty.
Yeah.
I like the minty ryes.
It is a little mapley, even. I would
Well,
say.
that's just Canada.
I know it's just it's because it's Canada, but it is a little mapley.
So the Alberta Premium and this
I
JP
like it.
Weisers are the best Canadian whiskey I've ever had. And like, I feel like we don't normally get the good stuff here. I'm finally glad that
We
the Cask
don't.
Strength is making its way over here.
We don't.
Yeah.
We don't get it. We don't get any of it. We just don't get shit from Canada that's good. This is the best, like you said, this is the best Canadian whiskey we get. There's nothing else I've had that's better. That's actual Canadian whiskey that's not a sourced American brand like Whistle Pig that's sourcing Canadian whiskey.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this is fabulous. I really love this product. I like the bottle. I like the fact that it's a nice screw top, and I appreciate that. And I think the fact that it's $60 makes it even better.
And it's not a flimsy screw top, right?
It's a nice hard plastic screw top.
Nice.
Just the way I like it. None of that
Bacon
bullshit.
fingers.
Cork crap ruins my whiskeys.
I don't dislike it. It's a little thin for being as high of a proof as it is. And to me, on the nose, there's this nail polish remover that I typically get with like column still
Okay.
astringentness that just like
And it probably is. It's Canadian.
yeah.
It's Canadian, not Canadian. It's
No,
Canadian.
I agree. I think Cask Strength Canadian
Wow.
does have a bit more astringency to it. And I totally get that too.
Yeah, if someone finds a JP Weiser's 35 out there, let me know. That'd be amazing.
I bought the last one at my store because like
I
a
don't
couple guys in
blame
my local group were wanting it. And they're like, "Oh no, we only have one." I'm like, "Okay, it's fine."
It's yours. Perfect. It is, but it is, 100% rye, so we do have that going for us.
A
as well.
random store in the middle of Wisconsin.
Mhm.
It's
I mean,
probably
that's equivalent to a random grocery store in Burbank,
Yeah.
California.
for real, right? It's probably like in fucking Egg Harbor or some shit. where they had 20 cases of Midwinter Night's Dram for
Yeah,
no fucking good reason.
just to have a
Who doesn't have 20 cases sitting around?
Texas.
We can film that at some point, 13 and 18, the collection here. At some point we will get that done. It's a lot of boxes right now. A lot.
Next 24-hour stream.
Right.
Also,
Oh my
Rick
gosh,
and
I want to
Morty
see like every
movie.
bottle. Oh, it would take forever.
Donald, they want to know what 1318 Shelby wants to know what Canadian Thanksgiving is.
Just
I
like
actually
American
don't. I don't know what
Thanksgiving,
Canadian
except it's in
Thanksgiving
October.
either is.
It's the same fucking thing.
They just have it in. But do you guys do the same?
No, it can't be
Yeah.
the same because like American Thanksgiving is based off of like the
Pilgrims and
settlers and
shit.
Native Americans and
Killing the Indians. Just say it, okay?
yeah, no,
Pilgrims and
that's
Indians
why
got
I said
together
it.
and they
I'm not gonna
broke
say
bread.
exactly what it
They
was. But,
decided not
yeah.
to kill each other for a day. Good job.
Yeah. So, what is Canadian Thanksgiving?
They
Donald?
probably just stole our idea and are just
They are
giving it
Canadians.
to
They're a
us.
little fucking teeth.
You know what? Canadian Thanksgiving, I
Sorry.
imagine, is just a better version of what our Thanksgiving was. It was like what we imagine our Thanksgiving was. Like, oh,
Right.
thanks, eh? Oh, you're welcome, eh?
It should have been nice and actual thankful. Instead, it was deadly and
Yeah.
But I want to know: do you have turkey or do you have something else? Like, is it like hers or is it what Andy said? They force the youngest in every family to slaughter a moose and bring it for the winter near harvest.
I love it. Andy says they forced the young servant to slaughter a moose and bring it to the winter near harvest.
That's the most Canadian thing I've read all day.
Okay.
Week. But the guy was like, not to give thanks for farmers and harvest. Boo.
No, so it was like a made-up holiday.
it's a made up
basically.
bullshit
I
holiday.
mean, at least ours is around
ours is a real
Memorial.
holiday.
Except it's like not, but like yes.
Totally a real holiday. The federal government says it is.
Well, that's like Columbus Day. Come on now.
It's definitely a real holiday. He didn't even come to this continent, but it's totally a real holiday.
It's a real holiday.
Hasn't that been like canceled? I think Columbus Day is like I think it's called Indigenous Peoples Day.
I would still Columbus Day here.
It
We
is.
still support Columbus Day because without Columbus, none of us other fuckers are here. So kind of
Oh.
important guy.
I mean, I don't care. I just like days off work mean days off work
except for
for
the
me.
millions of people that were here.
I get all the bank
They
holidays.
didn't have a
sound good.
fucking flag and they lost. Tough shit. Do a better job.
Do you have a flag?
No
Fine,
comment
you
in this
fucking
situation. Let's drink some whiskey.
Do you have a flag?
Do you
Because I
have
have
a
a
flag?
flag.
Your flag is bigger than yours.
I have a bigger flag than you.
That's right.
Mine.
Cliff, have you seen that the Eddie Izzard skit about that? It's
No.
It's
Oh,
That's what I'm like. I
hilarious.
have no idea what's going on. I'm like, I'm gonna.
So,
There's
do you
this
know
I
that was in
love
like
Eddie
mid
Izzard is?
90s. There's an Eddie Izzard skit from like the mid 90s, and
It was
he's
from his album
Dressed
Dressed to Kill. Yeah.
Yes,
I was
love-
2 years old. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's
Okay.
fine. I forget how much young you are than us.
Look
Never
it
mind.
up.
Look it up. It's
Eddie Izzard
hilarious.
Dressed to Kill and
But-
just watch it. It is
I mean-
one of the funniest.
You know who Eddie Izzard is, right?
Dude,
Wow.
what the
Oh,
hell?
wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I was born in
Love him.
'93. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You gotta look him up. You will love him. He's
He
hilarious.
is still around.
Cake
Yeah,
on
he
him.
aggressively
You're
brags.
still alive. You're not that young.
He's so funny. Your
Um,
voice
I'll
is
look- I will look it
full-blooded
up. I will.
Cherokee, and you have
I can
that
use
sounds
it
fun.
for Slowpoke.
yes.
Right,
Thank you,
it's
Pat.
cutting use of flags. That's correct.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna have to go and watch that again.
Send me the link
Here's
when
like
you do.
mid 90s though. Let's see. Where did it cost us? 7 bottles of JP Weiser and a store sitting. Ooh, really? Colin, I think I actually have your email address. If not, send me. I'm pretty sure I do. I'd hit you up and talk to you about that. That sounds amazing. I will contact you about that. That would be very good.
Wow, that's very
that's
cheap.
expensive.
So
That's a
105 each.
great
I
price
paid
at that.
I paid 140-ish for the 35.
Okay. Mm.
But you have a man clapping behind you, clapping coconut.
Right. Who
That
doesn't?
was slightly. Well, was it before that? No, I guess it was slightly after.
Was that like a Monty
Spamalot,
Python
such a
thing?
No,
great-
it was not.
Okay.
Have you seen Spamalot on Broadway ever?
It's
so
Spamalot.
Spamalot was good too, but
It's so funny on Broadway.
I've not seen it on Broadway, but I've seen the movie, I think.
Yes. It's quite funny.
Yeah, old school Eddie Izzard is great.
Saw in 2019.
Cliff.
Right?
Cliffy, did you ever see the
Too bad he's disappointing. It's too
what's
bad.
the Beatles movie? What was that?
Hard
Beatles
Day's Night.
No,
no,
the newer one, the
Oh, the
musical.
Yesterday movie?
Yesterday.
No,
Oh, I haven't seen Yesterday.
the musical.
Yellow Submarine?
No, God fucking.
We're naming like 3 different Beatles movies, and we're all like accurate.
I mean, yeah, those are all Beatles movies, but no, it's the newer. It's the newer one.
This is, I don't know. Newer Beatles movie? I
Is it
don't
not
know.
Yesterday?
Not newer.
Like, that's the newest one I know
Yeah.
of.
Older than that.
Across the Universe.
Damn.
Oh,
right.
I know what it is, but I haven't seen it now.
Second row, it's early 2000. Yeah, we saw it in 2008. I think about row 6 or 7. It was pretty great.
Yeah,
Just,
Yeah, I
Nick
just
Lachey's
remember-
brother was in the cast.
Ocean's 12.
it was in Ocean 12. Not
The only
11.
Oceans movie I've seen was the recent one with like Sarah Paulson.
Oh, you need to go back and watch the originals.
Yeah. Hey, I love that one enough to make me want to go watch the originals.
We got to educate you, sir.
I know. I'm so bad. I'm so bad.
So
Eddie
young.
Izzard-
We must get you to go back to like the 90s and 80s where all the good shit was
I'm
on.
working my. You know what? I watched Rocky Horror Motion Picture, whatever that one is.
Rocky
I
Horror
watched it for the
Picture
first
Show.
time 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
Anticipate.
Have you seen Rocky? Like Rocky Balboa was, Sylvester Stallone from '76.
I haven't. I'm
What?
gonna be honest. I
What
have
the
not seen it.
fuck?
I'm sorry. I know what it is. I'm not
Jesus,
stupid. I know what
you
it
have
is.
to watch it. It's a
Listen.
goddamn classic. You gotta
No,
watch.
no,
Have you
no.
seen Rambo?
Don't give him too much right now. His task this week is Eddie Izzard.
Okay, I'm gonna get lost and confused. I have not
task
seen
this
Rambo. I'm
week is
sorry.
Eddie Izzard.
I know the context of what it is. I've just never seen
One
it.
of the greatest actor of all time. That's all.
I watched Karate Kid for the first time about a month ago.
Oh,
Great
Mr.
movie,
Miyagi.
but damn, we it's gonna take years of.
You know what? Y'all are just gonna sit me in a room in Texas. And y'all are gonna like watch this, just like glue my eyes to the screen.
You can come over to either of our houses because I think we have like the
Yeah, we
equivalent
won't have a
amount of DVDs.
shit ton
Oh
of
no, that has more.
just keep feeding me whiskey. It'll be all good.
Yes,
We will
That-
feed you whiskey.
I mean,
and
about the
we'll
same.
watch movies.
to the point where you can still understand what's going on in the movie
Remember, yeah.
because we remember the movies because we're not going to show you shit.
Yeah, I mean, I have like over 5,000 movies, and that's not a joke.
And now I need to.
I have a Blu-ray collection. I point like you can see behind me, but like that was the first thing I started collecting. So I have over like 300 different like movies on
I
Blu-ray.
started collecting. I collected VHSs. This makes me feel old.
Yeah,
like,
we have
watching
a fair share of
Blu-rays.
VHSs as well.
I have a
still
couple
have
DVDs for certain movies that never made its way to Blu-ray, but like yeah.
I still have a VHS player in the house.
Yep, me too. I've got
Can't
two
have
of them.
VHSs without having them. Breakfast.
But I
Club,
feel you guys because like
That's what club you have.
the
Oh,
new
yeah.
4K like Blu-rays that are coming out, like I'm having to upgrade my movies, and it's so terrible to have to rebuy movies. It sucks.
I'm not going to.
Don't
We
rebuy
just
them.
got a
Don't bother.
Only my favorites. Only my favorites that I want in the crispest, cleanest version.
We
Yeah.
just got a 4K TV and I ain't upgrading shit. Okay, I upgraded my TV.
The
Well, the problem
DVDs
is most of
upgrade
those
just
shit's
The
an upgrade. It's
DVDs
not
upgrade
real
so
4K.
nicely.
So until it's really actually shot in 4K, it's just
Yeah.
an upgraded version
Right.
anyway.
right. The
Yeah.
DVD
Right now, it's only my
version
favorites that I'm
is fine.
upgrading.
But
You do need Breakfast Club and Caddyshack. If
Yeah,
you haven't seen
have you
those,
seen
look
those?
up.
I've seen Breakfast Club. I've not seen Caddyshack.
oh, that's a classic.
Should watch
That's a
that. Clip.
classic.
We're just gonna have to stick you on Discord and make you watch movies.
Just send me links. I'll watch them.
There you go.
All right, we're coming up on 11 o'clock. Cliffy,
All right,
what-
we got to get to
got
this
going on
Jack
this one?
Daniels single barrel.
Oh, we've been drinking it the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, I started with this one. So
2.7.
hello.
It was a good choice. Mr. Miyagi is the demon sorcerer. This is still a fantastic rye. And if you guys didn't see Jason's stream, the Master and Drum, he had on the master to distiller and the assistant distiller on the other day, and they were great. No secrets at Jack Daniel's, which was really refreshing and nice to hear. They told you about every single thing in detail what they do. I thought it was a really cool.
They even solved the dilemma of, is it a bourbon or is it
like,
a
yes, it's
whiskey?
a fucking
they
bourbon.
solved it right there on his stream.
I thought that was great.
So it's not necessarily a traditional. The pumpkin pie part's traditional for us.
Prime rib, Yorkshire pudding mash, steamed veggies, and pumpkin pie. It's
Mashed
yeah,
potatoes
sounds like fun.
It's similar. It's similar to ours.
I want a prime rib.
It sounds like it's going to be a great.
It sounds delicious. Donald.
We have prime rib instead of turkey.
No.
Yeah, nice.
I don't know what Yorkshire pudding is. I'm not gonna lie. So
I don't either, but
Sounds English.
I like pudding.
I don't think it's like our pudding, but like
Yeah, I'm thinking
If
it might
you
be
don't
like,
eat your
is it
meat-
like bread pudding, maybe. I don't know.
You can't have your pudding if you don't eat your meat.
Did you get that reference?
nope.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm trying my best.
What do you got coming out on your channel this week, Cliffy?
I'm having Kilholman. I'm having the president of Impex Beverages. I don't know if they're like a local thing or like national yet. But they have a new Kilholman BIB, which what do y'all think BIB stands for?
Coloman BIB? The hell is that going to be for?
It's
Barley
100
and
proof.
barley?
It's 100 proof.
Is it really a bonded freaking Coloman?
So it's called the bourbon. It's either influenced or inspired batch. So
Okay.
they went with the direction of like they were aging it like they were aging a bottled and bond bourbon, but it's
Okay.
Kilholman. So we're having that. We're having the whole. I've never had Kilholman before, so I'm super excited for that.
Oh, you're in for a treat, man. That's gonna be
So
awesome.
I'm having the president of Impex Beverages come on, who was part of that collaboration with the BIB.
Very cool.
So I'm super
Matt
excited.
won't
That's
tell you
this
this.
Thursday.
Matt won't tell you this, Cliffy, but look for a baby sick note in Coloman.
Oh
I
god.
love it.
No, please don't tell me that.
It's very young.
It's
That's
very
the note
good.
that I don't like about Scotch. Don't tell me that. I will say they sent me a what is the purple bottle? Purple box.
Sanig.
So
Yes. They sent me that one. I tried it. I liked it a lot.
It's
so I
really
have
good.
high
I
hopes.
love
The rest,
it.
the
If
rest
you
are just
didn't
sample
find-
bottles, so I don't know.
if you didn't find the baby sick on that one, you
did
might
not.
be okay. But
Stop.
I know the note you're talking about, Will. I get that on Glenmorangie. Glenmorangie has that note, and I
Really?
just can't stand it.
oh, interesting. I don't get that note at all on Glenmorangie.
Oh, they got a new one of those kind of Tales of Winter.
I saw that.
Ooh,
You know
yeah.
what? I wanted to buy that as much as I dislike most of their stuff. I wanted to buy that so bad.
I do want to get that one whenever it shows up. It sounds delicious.
No,
Matt,
but I'm
when
looking
you
forward to
come out
that
with
stream. It's something totally different for me, but I'm so excited to try it.
Yeah, that should be a fun stream. We've got coming out
No,
tomorrow is the
good.
Flaming Heart from 2015 Compass Box. Delicious, amazing whiskey. Then the Old Forester 100 on Thursday, and then the Chambord on Saturday, just for Eric.
the Old Forester 100 Rye.
Yes. Oh, sorry. The 100 Rye. Yes. Good point. Is the Rye.
They filmed these ones without me because I did my stream last night, and I don't film recordings when I have a stream to do.
But y'all never reveal what your favorites were. What we did tonight.
Oh, yeah. Good point. What was your
Okay,
favorite?
so
I'm still back on Michters.
I'm still back on Michters with the what we're drinking now, the Jack Daniels, very close second, and the Old Forester coming in
That Handy's pretty magic.
at a third. The Handy is good.
I don't blame you for the Michters. That's honestly, I
Michters are
said
great.
it in the chat
Old
earlier.
Scout.
Yeah,
Oh.
I like the Old
Old
Scout.
Scout's good, yeah.
Yeah, I said it in the chat earlier, but my I'm not allowed to drink my Michters because this is my husband's like favorite whiskey ever.
Yeah, he will hurt you.
So like he's like, don't drink this without me. So like I have it over there, but I'm not gonna drink it because I missed that part of the stream. But that's a delicious pour.
That Michters has like a creaminess to it now,
Mhm.
like a creme brulee-ish
About to say the same
with
thing.
the toasted,
That char.
char, and
But that creaminess.
creaminess to it. It's very atypical rye,
Mhm.
and I like it.
Me too. I like the Handy.
Yeah, you do.
I really liked the Old Scout a lot. The Stellum was quite good. Pikesville was up there as well. The Old Forester was really good as well. I like this Jack Daniels.
So good.
But
So y'all are converted. Y'all are basically rye drinkers now.
So
No.
basically, at this point, we decided that you two actually like Cask Strength Rye. So
Not
that's
that
a
you
good thing.
prefer it, but you,
No, but you like it.
appreciate it.
Yeah, you
Right.
can
Yeah, I mean,
appreciate
I can
and drink it.
appreciate it for what it is. For the ones that I like.
are you mixing all of them? Yeah, we
Yes,
are.
That's what I'm doing.
Donald,
Donald, yeah, how many do we have so we can pick a number?
let me know how many we got, Spud.
You can count that $10 one as 2 if you want to.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know what? I'm gonna disobey my husband real quick and drink a little bit of the Michters
I think you should.
while we wait for the giveaway, because like
Just
he's
a
getting
tiny
home
bit.
from work in like 20 minutes. I'll give him a pour. It'll be fine.
There you go.
Right,
Exactly.
and then you didn't drink it with
He'll
him.
get over it fast.
Exactly. You're like, oh, honey, you brought me one home to drink. Perfect. You got
It's
it
a
waiting
fresh,
for me.
it's a fresh crack too, so
It's perfect.
even better.
Ooh, that was a good
Ooh,
pop.
That was a good. That was good, right?
Yeah. 7 total.
Smells delightful.
Okay. Let me. The fuck, bitch.
Pretty sure that's not the answer.
Oh, that's my name. I won. Wow.
Alexa, give me a number between 1 and 7. 2. My watch says 2. So whoever number 2 is,
Way to be number 2.
way to be number 2.
Oh my god, this Michters is it's so amazing. I love it so much. You know, to me, if I had to pick a favorite of what we tried tonight on your stream, that's close. That's close.
It's really good.
I
forgot how
like
good
that,
it
and I
was.
like the Thomas H. Handy too. So I think those are my
Yeah.
top 2. Next would probably be Stellum.
Jim
This is
Morris,
good, 'cause-
congratulations. You
All right,
are
Congratulations,
congrats,
Jim.
winner.
whiskeycrusaders3@gmail.com. We will get you squared away with 3 of your choice.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Whiskey
Get them
dinner.
out to you.
That's very minty.
It's really good.
It's almost all spearmint.
Yeah, Jim, I think you did better winning this one than the Canadian one.
Sorry, Travis.
I know you wanted to win that one really bad. I think this is the better one to win.
So, for the fact that we only had a couple that were more dill forward,
Mm-hmm.
of course the mint is going to, but out of 13 whiskeys, I think there was only like 2 or 3 that were more dill forward than anything
Yeah,
else. So,
that was interesting. It was just surprising.
which is weird because normally that's what sticks out in no matter what.
I
Kind of
think
like you
it's-
put peat into something that's unpeated and that sticks out, but the mint is very, very prevalent. in this.
I did not find the dill notes that I typically do, and I want to say that might have to do with the proof.
It's probably the
It
proof.
could be.
I think so.
We'll find out when we, in like a few weeks, go to a more or less craft version of this
Yeah.
and do a bunch of different other smaller distilleries. Should
Well,
be
and
That's
we
fun.
might
one I
have to
probably
go-
don't have.
We might have to go to a basic bitch rye night and do 80 proof
We
rye.
can do that too. I mean, that's not a problem. I have 150 to 200 ryes. Clifton's like, can I join that?
I don't have them, but I would buy some basic bitch rice.
Any excuse to buy them, right?
I mean, right?
They told me I had to buy these to be on the stream. I don't know.
I'm
Like,
just
oh no, I have to buy more rye whiskey.
I'm all about exploring a category. I did not find anything that I disliked in here tonight.
But
No, I'm glad to hear that because I know when y'all first started, y'all were very hesitant, and that was super exciting to see you guys find somebody that you did gravitate
I
towards.
am
that you
very
really liked.
happy how this turned out.
Yeah.
I am really surprised how much the Knob Creek was not that great. Not bad, just
Yeah.
not good like the other ones. Right? Even the Wild Turkey was good, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge
Rare
fan of the
breed.
Wild Turkey
The
and
rare breed and the
Yeah, and I
The
like it a
Knob
lot.
Creek-
Not great.
the Knob Creek again for me, it just fell off and I
Mhm.
wanted more and it didn't have it. And that was a turnoff for me on that one. If it kept on going, probably different outcome for me.
Again, as a
So-
knob aficionado, I'm very disappointed. So I'm gonna wallow in my sorrows with my Knob Creek.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of really great ryes here tonight. And this
Um,
is quite
Donald has just dropped Cliffy's YouTube over at Bourbon Bites. If you do not already follow him, I implore you to do so because he puts out good content, guys.
Thank you, Donald and Sarah. That seriously like means a lot. I didn't join this to get the promo, but like I just want to hang with you guys. I was like, I'm like y'all drinking rye whiskey. I'm so excited to hang with you guys.
You want to know what I was thinking?
What?
Before we went live and we saw you were in there and you said that you had a bunch of them, I was just like, hey, we should invite Cliffy on because he's got 12 or 10 or whatever, and we can get Cliffy out. And
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm so glad y'all did because like seriously, this made my night. So this was so much fun.
I want to hang out with Cliffy.
People that enjoy a category and have them on and talk about the joy of it. It's always a good time.
Hey, if y'all ever want me on again, I'm free.
Anytime,
Most Monday
friend.
nights I'm free. So
Anytime.
It was lovely having you, Cliff.
Donald also dropped the Whizcord. All of us are over there.
Lots to be on that, guys. Good time.
There's always something going on in the Whizcord, and if you are awake at 2:00 in the morning and you want to talk to somebody, go to the Whizcord because there's always
good chance someone's
on the Whizcord.
It's Jason or Dustin or me or one of the other or Donald, one of those other idiots that are up all freaking night. So there's a good chance one of us is in there. We're willing to talk whiskey or any other topic. To be real honest, at this point, there's always something going on.
I'm going to say if you're in there and if you do have questions for me personally or trying to get a hold of me, you got to tag me because there's just so much going on in there that it's hard to follow sometimes.
Same as well. Yeah, tag me if you want to get my
tag.
Nah, I see all.
Oh, it's Josh. It's done through a randomizer. We take all the names of the just doesn't go by the order what they put it in.
Right.
It goes by, he puts them all in and then randomizes them, and then we pick a number, and that's how whatever that randomizer comes up from the number is how it goes.
But he randomizes them first. So
and then I pick a number from my.
Right.
I have my Alexa bitch.
Yeah.
Pick the number for me.
But tell you what, Josh, send me an email. I'll send you some samples too. How about that? Problem solved.
We'll have 2 winners. You can be a winner too.
You can be a winner too. Send me an email and after
you
Jim
get a
picks,
whiskey.
let me know if
You
want
get a whiskey. Everybody gets a whiskey, and now I'm a pro. All right. We good? We good?
It's not like we're gonna run out of whiskey, so go ahead and send me an email. I'll send you some too.
Don't think we're gonna run out of whiskey.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody. Thanks.
Cliffy,
See you guys
thanks for
next
coming
week.
on.
All right,
Thank
night.
you so much.
Cheers, guys.